Hail and well met after many, many weeks. I am Mr. Eager DM at your service, and my friends and I welcome you to Trapped by Hope, a live stream Dungeons & Dragons broadcast presented by Lawful Stupid RPG. That's right, you heard correctly, we've changed our name. It was a fairly recent decision, so a few things haven't caught up yet. But while we all remain trapped, we're a long way from a home. Thank you so much for being here. We do appreciate it. Tonight, we continue our greatly altered and augmented playthrough of the module Baldur's Gate, Descent into Avernus. Joining us, we have Falkran the Cleric, Typhon the Wizard, Rim the Ranger Paladin, Silas the Paladin Fighter, Persephone the Bard, Jax the Rogue, and Zelmira the Monk. By the gods, it's good to be back. If there are no more announcements, questions, comments, or insults.
I missed you.
Missed you too.
Samesies.
Very well. My friends, it is time. I extend my hand, inviting you to step with me into fantasy. Release your hold on that which you know to be true, and let imagination rule for the next few hours. The city of Elturel, once a noble beacon of holy goodness, has been dragged into Avernus, the first of the 9 hells, where it currently floats over the river Styx. It is being pulled steadily down towards the raging battle below it, where devils and demons slaughter each other in droves, fighting for who will have rights to the spoils. Link by infernal link, it ratchets closer to its doom. The city's arrival in Avernus was a result of a compact made between High Overseer Thavius Krieg, now deceased, and Zariel, Archduke of Avernus. Krieg sought Zariel's help to defeat an undead infestation and received from her the Companion, a ball of radiant light that protected the city. In exchange, after 50 years, the entire city of Elturel and its inhabitants would belong to Zariel. The terms of the contract have been met, and the Archdevil has drawn Elturel down to her realm, the Companion still floating above it, its light now a swirling vortex of necrotic power. Conscript Group 14, a group of adventurers from Baldur's Gate, have become key players in determining Elturel's ultimate fate. Initially tasked with finding Grand Duke Uldar Ravengard, who had become trapped in hell along with the city, they now seek to free Elturel from its bondage. Thanks to a holy vision from the god Torm, they know that a powerful sword, once wielded by the angel Zariel before she turned to evil, is required to free Elturel. How this could be done, they are not yet certain. They have searched the blasted plains of Avernus for days, enduring horrors, losses, and uncertain victories. Adventurers, your questing has led you to Uldrak's grave. You are in search of a titan, or at least some of its blood, so that you can break an infernal oath that blocks your path towards finding the sword of Zariel. When you arrived in your infernal machine, the Bloodstone, the site was being guarded by gnolls in machines of their own. One of their number, a magic user, was attempting to remove the pommel from a gigantic sword stuck into the ground. You killed most of his bodyguards, and has fled. He has fled, leaving the pommel, a blue glowing orb, to you. Moments later, you became aware of a huge blue dragon making its way towards you. Typhon has imprisoned it within a wall of force, and you are currently speeding away. Adventurers, what do you do?
Keep going.
To my knowledge, DM, we are now all still in the Bloodstone, right?
You are indeed.
Other sundry vehicles. Yeah, all right. So then, to my mind, the The task at hand? Oh. Hey, Omega. To my mind, the task at hand is that we head back to the Demon Zapper and try to see if this orb contains the blood of the Titan that we need.
That's a possibility. Typhon currently has the orb, and I believe, Silas, you are driving? In fact, I do believe Typhon just cast... Like, one of the last things that happened right at the very end of the last game was Typhon ritually cast Identify on this before taking it. So if it does contain the blood, he would be the person to ask.
So Typhon will kind of be staring at the orb with his eyes bright green, this vertical kind of snake-like slits which seem to appear as he casts spells, and he's just focusing on this orb, and he lowers it down a bit and just looks between you all. We have to go back, I'm afraid. This is not what we came for. Powerful as it is, it contains the souls of dragons. Conduit for their power. But it is not a Titan, nor does it a Titan contain.
Souls of dragons. What can you tell of them from your spell?
I can tell little, aside from the power that is channeled from their essence.
Silas,
But they are not of your variety of sheen, my metallic friend. No, these souls are far from benevolent.
Brim relaxes a little bit, hearing that information.
Silas, bring us about. We have to return.
What? Going
What do you
back
mean?
to the dragon.
We
have
were
to-
told that the Titan was there. We've recovered this, which is of immense value and of some use potentially, but whatever our objective is, it was under our nose and we made away with something completely unrelated.
Typhon, how long do we have until the dragon breaks free of that wall of force?
It has broken free. It would have... I was not
10-minute
able
spell,
to
I believe.
maintain the spell as long as it took me to identify this.
Well, we must hope that it would not expect us to come back as I turn around the vehicle, heading towards Aldrak's grave, if that is
Very
indeed
good.
the correct destination.
It's likely the Guardian will still remain. We need to be prepared for it.
Dax, get up top.
We
See what you can see.
injured?
Somewhat.
Then we should take the time to remedy that. I find it unlikely, well... So as I look at this orb, as I'm sort of piecing through the bits that I learned through the Identify spell, in order for it to draw the presence of evil dragons, it requires the attunement, correct?
Yes.
So it, by itself, it would take...
An hour to attune.
Well, right, but it would also, but it would take, more than just a regular dragon's mind wouldn't just know where it is if it's not attuned to a person, or is it something like, is it like Nazgul to the Ring where they're all
No, it's not quite like Nazgul to the Ring.
Okay.
You don't know what the knoll did. Something about whatever the knoll was doing seems to have activated it enough to attract a nearby dragon. But
Gotcha.
if you wish to use it in the way that it can be used, then you will need to attune.
But we could potentially stow it and take a short rest. I'm just asking you from a logical point of view. If we know we're going up against something immensely powerful, it's not like this is a beacon. Just
No, you're not. You're not. You're not.
putting a little exclamation point on the mini maps of every
No,
nearby dragon.
That is not the case. No.
Okay.
From your spell, you know that it is, as long as it is not attuned, it is relatively inert. Although You find the promise of power that it offers quite alluring, I would think.
I mean, yeah, that checks out.
So, you wheel about. Jax, with your passive perception, looking out across the plains, you have not traveled that far, and you have left a significant trail behind you. And you see, flying in your direction, is the blue dragon. It will be upon you in moments if you do not slow.
I will relay that information. Oh, I'm assuming everyone else can see it, can they not?
Well, you would be the first, I would think, with your passive.
Oh, I can see it coming.
The dragon?
Can you not see it?
Oh my god.
Point it out, Jax.
I point to this big blue thing that's in the sky. That's clearly massive for me, but obviously not for everyone else.
It is
I'll
flying
start
about
driving,
400 feet off
it's-
of the ground.
And DM, is it in the direction that we're heading? Is it directly there, or is it?
Well, if you
at an angle of some kind?
turn directly back to go directly back to the way you had gone, then yes, it is right in your path. It was
That's-
following your trail.
Welcome back. Time to die.
Yeah. What did we say about TPK in the first game back? Yeah.
You'll be fine.
Just a dragon.
Nice last
been-
All right,
It's been a
okay.
whole party.
You are traveling towards it. It sees you around the same time that Jack sees it, flies up into the air, and then begins to dive down. And at a point where confrontation is inevitable, we will roll initiative. We're going to say it is 200 feet away at the start of the game here.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is not even a half hour into the first game back, and we're fighting a dragon.
Welcome back, guys.
But it's a small dragon, right? Could you give us a description of the dragon? Dean?
So,
for those of us
I will
who missed
in
the
a-
last episode.
Indeed, I will give you a moment to put in some proper music. So, at the
man.
top of the round, we have, as the Bloodstone rockets across the plains of Avernus, kicking up an immense cloud of dust behind you, diving down at you, enraged, lightning streaking from its open mouth, its eyes wide and glowing with an azure flame. This blue dragon, its scales are vibrant blue. Its belly is a tan, sort of like a dusty sandstone color. And his massive horns on his head sort of come down onto his nose into one giant horn right at the tip of his nose. And he's coming down enraged. So at the top of the order, we have Persephone Steelhollow. Also, just a reminder, if you will look over to the right, you can see the Bloodstone. That's where all of your characters currently are on the Bloodstone. So it'll help you know who is manning what, and where you are in relationship to auras and that sort of thing.
Not that I want to be sad, but Jax, are you in the order?
I am now.
I was going to say, I was like,
I was busy
Just
lifting
do a
something
quick
heavy.
resort, and it'll be
So what are you going to do there?
a
Persephone.
resort descending.
A resort descending. All right. There we go.
I don't even know how the first idea what to do against a dragon.
Well, it's too far away for anything you could do melee-wise. You could cast a spell. You could bonus action for Bardic Inspiration. You've got held action. You can take the dodge action.
I'll hold magic missile.
All right.
My magic missile wand. As soon as I'm within range, so within 120 feet.
120 feet. All right. Holding magic missile. Gotcha. That is the end of Persephone's turn. Typhon.
Oh boy.
Do the same thing again. Don't go away.
That's the thing about this level. That is a single 5th level spell slot that I have at my disposal there. So, no can do. Let's see. That's 60-foot range. I'm mostly out of range for everything I can do too. So I'm going to hold a good old trusty cantrip of Chill Touch that I will
Holding
release
chill touch.
when it comes into range. If it does, And I will look about and tell Silas. I say, I think we can outrange it with the ballistas, with our spells, our bows. If we can stay out of range of its breath and trail it across Avernus, we might have a better chance. But that thing will encompass us all when it gets close.
Alrighty, Typhon. It's going to bring us to Silas.
And I yell back to everyone, I'll do everything I can to keep this moving, to keep us out of the reach of its breath. If anyone can stop it, if anyone can redirect it, I will keep moving. Yell out any direction you have. But I won't be able to fight as long as I'm driving.
Heard.
Going to action drive.
Action drive, so 100 feet closer. Which now brings you onto the board in earnest.
Now, is our war machine, does it need to circle there?
Yeah, I'm going to turn it around right now. Boop. Right there. Persephone, if you will look over to the right of this page, you will see all of the characters. Don't put yourself on the map unless you are physically getting off of the Bloodstone.
Which is a terrible idea, by the way.
Zelmira was like, leave me to die.
All right, 100 feet. There it is. Silas, you drive to that point. Anything else?
That's it for now.
All right, and now it is the turn of Ayazanth, the Sapphire Tempest, who flies towards you all. Let's see. So 100 feet. What was the range of magic missile?
120, I believe?
120. So during Silas's turn, he drove close enough so that would go off. So roll your damage for your magic missiles. 20 is a hit on its AC, Typhon, for Chill Touch.
Right, I have 11 points of necrotic damage, and it cannot regain hit points.
Alrighty.
Think?
I cast at the 6th level, but I don't think it rolled 6th level damage.
Definitely did not.
No.
If you cast a 6th level spell and did 2 damage,
That's a big problem.
I would quit D&D, I think.
Well, been nice knowing you.
You just came back.
Goodbye. Thank you.
This thing's a piece of junk!
Because I didn't roll with my Kraken dice.
There you go.
There it is.
It's the wand is, how many is it? It's
7 charges.
7 charges. So roll your 74s. Oh dear.
Oh my god.
Sweet.
God.
Tap dancing. Wow. Okay.
Oh, sweet Bolitas.
Oh, sweet belated.
Oh man. Okay, so how much damage did you do there, Persephone?
Don't I still get the +1?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So +7.
So +7 total.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A 20.
20, there you go.
20 damage, which is
20
way better than
damage.
2.
So 20 damage as it continues. So that is the held actions. On its turn, it moves to here. And as it does, and as it does, you feel the hairs on your arm begin to stand up, and your hair on your head begin to crackle a little bit as it inhales, and you see its eyes dim for a second, and then sending out a shockwave of thunder that echoes across the plains of Avernus. A massive thunderbolt comes flying out, and I will need
Amazing.
dexterity saving throws from all of you.
Sorry, death saving throws?
Yes.
Dexterity.
Dex. Oh
Dexterity.
my god.
Can its Is it in a line? Is it a line?
It is in a 5-foot line. I'm going to show you on the other map
can it
where
get
it goes.
all of us in a 5-foot line?
I'm going to see if it can. I'm going to try. I'm going to try real hard.
Oh, you're gonna pull off some of that Typhon nonsense.
Yeah, some of that Typhon nonsense.
This is the karma.
This is the Gander,
Well, you know that
as
zigzags.
going by his favorite phrase.
All right, it's going to go there. It's going to get everybody but Falkrun.
What?
Do you feel left out?
See you next time, buddy. It's all right. Everyone but Falkrun. So I need dexterity saving throws from all of them, and also, let's see, a dexterity throw from the Bloodstone.
Yeah. Do I make, since I'm the driver, do I make individual or just the vehicle?
Let's see here. If you are driving, I will allow you to add your proficiency modifier to it, since you have proficiency in it. So you roll your let's see. Yep.
You've got inspiration.
Indeed, you do. So here comes
Better
the
use that.
damage.
Plus, if you're close to,
I better use that
the
inspiration.
paladin,
Hold on.
don't we get a bonus if you're close to the paladin? Oh, it's just me.
He already gets his own.
There we go.
All right. So Silas, you have saved with your the use of your inspiration. Congratulations, Jax. You have failed.
I'm next
You
to
take-
I'm next to. the
Oh, so
paladin.
you actually get to add how much? How much is your aura, Silas? Add.
3, is it? If I remember.
It's at least 1. So you have succeeded. Rim, even you're not even in the aura, you have failed. Persephone, in the aura, you have still failed. Zelmira, you have failed. Typhon, you have succeeded, and Silas, you have succeeded. The number of damage is 69. As
down.
a blast of
I'm down.
electricity cascades over the Bloodstone. And
This isn't like insta kill territory. Did anyone have like health missing at that time?
Yeah.
you know, this is
Yeah,
not
a
instant. This is there was a little health missing from some people, but not nearly
Okay.
enough to. So yes, indeed, Rim, you have gone down as the lightning breath just encompasses you, and you collapse unconscious on the Bloodstone. The rest of you, if you succeeded, then you took half. I assume, Jax, that you were going to do evasion. You succeeded, so you took.
I get it. I
you
get
took
it.
none.
regardless.
You were able to dive underneath the body of Rim as he was collapsing, and Rim absorbed all of the energy that was meant for you.
Got something for you, DM. Kraken Dice would like to suggest that, or they want to implement a new type of reward where the DM gets points on a scale for each death save that players have to roll. When they reach each level, the DM gets a set of dice to give away however they want, or to keep for themselves.
We'll have to talk about that. At any rate,
It's evil.
What the ever-loving hell? All right.
you,
Trusted
Silas,
you.
what did you roll on your dexterity save for the Bloodstone?
Oh, I didn't roll. I rolled mine, so I didn't roll the Bloodstone itself.
I can roll it if you want.
Yeah, do that, because I'm
No
not sure
problem.
which modifiers to add.
Got it. Here it comes as you try to avoid, and you, unfortunately, does not take any benefit from your aura because it's not a creature. So 16, 17. Oh, with your what's your proficiency modifier?
Well, across the top, it's a +3. Actually, for saving throws, it's a +10 somehow. So
No, so +3 because +3 actually does it. I rolled a 16, a +3 makes it a 19, which was the DC. So the Bloodstone only takes half of the 69, so it takes some math. But it definitely crosses the threshold, which means there is a potential for a mishap. Would one of you like to roll on the mishap table? You want me to roll on the mishap table?
I'll roll it. What do I roll?
Click on your character, and then on the upper left-hand corner, there should be a Avernal War Machine mishaps thing there.
Indeed.
For us.
Dawn, as we're figuring that out, I forgot that I had an absorb elements spell at my disposal. Since we're still resolving, is it too late for me to try to?
I will allow it.
All right. I'm gonna cast it at 2nd level.
Okay, I clicked on the Infernal War Machine mishaps, but it didn't actually roll.
Sorry, what was that, Peter?
Oh no, it did.
It just so you know, it won't reduce the damage anymore by casting it at a higher level.
Oh,
yeah.
Well, then
that is definitely true.
Then all right, I'll cast it at 1st level, but that actually saves my life.
Does it?
Well, because you take half damage from it. Yeah.
So, all right. So the Bloodstone has taken the 34 points of damage, and as a result, it has a damaged axle, which means that until it ends, which would involve somebody succeeding in a successful dex repair check, it will be a disadvantage on all dexterity checks, and ability checks, and attack rolls made by creatures on or inside the vehicle. So as the dragon finishes its breath weapon, it banks away and moves 40 feet this way, climbing.
As that happens, I yell out, "That crippled us!"
There, as you're driving, Silas, you see there's steam and there's things. You can see parts of the cockpit that you're in have cracked, and there's a sound of something, a banging sound coming from below where there wasn't previously one. That is Azaranth's turn. Zelmira, it is your turn.
Well, Zelmira is down, so...
Well then I will need a death saving throw from you, Zelmira.
Okie dokie, I'm gonna roll it on my Kraken dice. 14, and do I get any modifier?
You would, but a 14 is good enough.
Dope. Love it.
I believe. Well, wait a minute, just to be sure. Yeah, you are not within Silas's range, so you would not get any bonuses to your saving throw. However, 14, all you need to do is roll above a 10. So you take one step closer to the light. Zelmira, Falkren, you just watched all of your friends get absolutely roasted alive by electricity.
All right, how far away is the dragon now?
So it is a total of 80 feet in the air.
All right.
And it is, which is not all that important. We just need to know that it is 110 feet away from you.
Thank you. That is what I needed to say. Okay. Looking around, party members of mine, I saw like Rim drop, but then kind of come back up to his feet. Like, who is decimated on the floor right now? As I don't have any indicators off of your HP. I saw Zelmira drop. Yes.
And Persephone is also down.
Persephone is also down. Neato burrito. All right then. So, oh God, I'm gonna hate this. Yeah, I like my friends. I'm gonna go ahead and head over to Zelmira.
Okay. So go ahead and move yourself on the Bloodstone.
Yeah.
Good.
Thank you. And then I'm going to go ahead and cast at the 3rd level, Cure Wounds.
Alrighty.
And then, like, as I do this, I'm like offering up prayer to El Matar. Just be like, please. And hopefully put a good touch with 30.
Oh, I hope this works better than last time you invoked them.
30. Zelmira, as the wounds on your body begin to knit, you come to consciousness in excruciating pain. It is some of the worst you've ever felt in your life as your wounds begin to knit. It feels like somebody is soldering them together, sewing them together with a red-hot needle and thread. It is agonizing, and the time stretches out, but you are healed for 30 points. Anything else from you, Falkren?
Oh, just like is shocked because she still doesn't feel like quite a part of this group. So she kind of just like a guttural utterance of a thank you escapes her lips as she is revived.
So you open your mouth to try and speak, but all that can come out is a scream of agony, I'm afraid.
Don't I
Unless-
scream at you.
Unless I will allow you a free Constitution saving throw to see whether or not you can suppress the scream.
All right, let go. Time for these Kraken dice, baby. Oh, I rolled the Kraken!
Yeah, well then you feel the scream coming up in your throat, but you grit your teeth, and what does come out is in fact a very terse thank you. Anything else, Falkred?
Sorry.
All right, that's gonna bring us. You were done?
Yeah, because I can't do bonus actions at the same time I do an action, because that's what magic does.
Right.
But
A little more movement. There are bonus actions you could do.
Also, Liv,
Yeah,
do you have evasion as a monk?
I'm not a monk. I'm a cleric now.
But Liz is a monk.
Oh, there. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Did you factor that into that damage?
Most
Well-
definitely not.
No,
Yeah.
I didn't. So, hold on.
You would have taken half damage, even on failing.
Indeed. So, is that something that all monks have, or is like?
Yes, that's something
Yes.
that all monks have, and we'll let you calculate that while we're coming back to your turn. So give yourself half of 69, which is 34. Give yourself 34 hit points, and in addition to that, Falcon just healed you for another 30.
Well, now hold
Thank
up. So then,
you.
if she's not down at that point, then I would have healed whoever had dropped.
So you would have healed Persephone for 30.
Yes.
Okay.
We're getting back into this,
I'm
guys.
sorry.
It's been a bit.
No problem.
We're greasing the wheels a little bit. All right, here we
So
go. Here we go.
everything I just described for Zelmira, imagining that happening for
Happening to
Persephone
Persephone,
instead.
yeah, exactly,
Right?
yeah.
As Zelmira just sort of is like, they're like, yeah, that really hurt, but I'm okay. Jax, it's your turn.
I just have to do a little bit of, obviously, just another small shout out to our incredible sponsor, Kraken Dice, who have just donated $500 and then said, better get some flex tape.
What the fuck?
Whoa! They donated $500?
That's a lot of damage.
What?
Massive thank you to Aaron and the Kraken
Wow.
Dice crew.
That's incroyable.
Not really much sure. Words hard. Thank you. Yes.
Well, use it to inspire you, Jax. Do something amazing.
How far away is it from us now?
It is 90 feet.
God, it's that far. I will bonus action hide, and then withhold an action to attack when it comes near.
All right. Because of the damaged axle, ability checks are at disadvantage.
Okay, well, I can't get much less than that. 15?
15. All right. Okay.
Pee everywhere.
Now, somebody just got healed. Who got healed by Falcon?
Persephone just got healed for 30 points.
Yeah. Persephone's back up for
So you bonus action hide, and what are you doing?
God.
You were holding an action for what, Jax?
To attack when it comes close, like a sneak attack.
How close?
Within 60 foot.
Within 60 feet. Okay. So you are holding Persephone. You took your held action, and Typhon, you took your held action. So that's going to bring us to Rim, who is not down.
He's not down. All right. So I've got 3 attacks, and I'm going to take them. Now, I'm still recovering from my soul being imprisoned. I think I'd make
Indeed.
everything at -3 now. I've
Correct.
had one long rest since. So I know, yeah, it's really awesome. I'm going to do the
Sucks.
first
But
one.
if you're close to me, you got a +3. So
No, on saves.
Not on saves, not on attacks.
Sorry.
We can pretend.
Oh.
Well, the first is a miss with an 11.
Arrow goes wide as you all hear the massive bow Baratheon being pulled back, and the arrow goes flying wide, but the second arrow does indeed find its mark. And the dragon looks back at you all as the arrow sticks into its haunches. 11 points of damage.
Oh, and I meant to cast bonus ouchies on it. I meant to cast Hunter's Mark with the bonus action.
All right, it's
Bonus
not
It's
a
up to
problem.
you, Sean. It's
not
up to
a
you.
problem. As long as you give me the same consideration when I make my mistakes.
Yes, yeah, well, yeah.
All right, so Hunter's Mark is on for your bonus action.
Yes.
So 11 points plus what?
Bonus action, or the Hunter's Mark is +6.
Okay, so one more attack.
And then this one, he's actually going to pull a javelin out, and I'm going to use my inspiration for this attack.
So
This
he
javelin attack.
actually this time grabs 2 strings on Barothian, and instead of using an arrow, pulls out of his quiver a massive javelin and pulls it back, firing. AC 24 is a hit.
Oh. +12 17.
So another. This time the javelin goes as it is released from the bow. It actually splits the air as it goes flying through. It creates a little bit of a high-pitched whine and buries to the shaft into the dragon. That is the end of that round. Typhon, it is your turn.
Righty. Probably something you have just repeated, but what is the distance again? Could you remind me?
90 feet.
95. All right.
I've learned.
Did it? How close did it get to unleash its breath?
Difficult to determine. There's a lot going on.
I have a measuring tape.
Okay. Because you actually have a measuring tape in hand, I will say it looked like it blew its breath weapon at about 90 feet away.
Gotcha. All right, so it's not gonna.
I'll
get
get my
closer.
measuring tape.
We're men. We're men. We've all
Me too,
got 'em on
mine are
hand.
pink.
Nope. Nope. That's a
I'm a
negative,
girl.
sir.
I've got a multi-tool at hand. I don't have a measuring tape, though.
What's that? Silas has one too. Alias has one. That's
There's
bizarre.
3 of us.
This is amazing. I love this.
Liz, do you have your measuring tape? 'Cause I would have to go get mine.
Mine
Oh
is
no,
close.
mine's underneath my kitchen sink.
I
Yep.
fidget with it during the stream constantly. So yeah. But anyway,
So does knowing that it released its breath weapon at 90 feet, does that change anything?
absolutely nothing.
Okay.
Just further disappointment. So I will. So it's been damaged a little bit, but it's also been damaged by our first encounter with it.
It was
correct?
a bit damaged from the first encounter, indeed.
It took a little bit of bludgeoning. But I don't have a thing that makes sense to do to it besides what I just did again. So we will rinse and repeat. Do I make this attack at disadvantage though, don't I?
You do because of the axle. And
Oh, disappointing. And it's out of range of everything else, I believe. Let me just check. Suggestion. Yes. Very much out of range of everything else I can do. So, let's see if I can do this. Let's hold on a second. No, we just had regular inspirations, correct? No D6s?
no D6s, just regulars.
All right.
Unless you already
Okay.
had a regular and then you did have a D6.
Do not think so, not to my knowledge. So
15
it's not
for
gonna
Chill
do it.
Touch does not succeed. The bouncing of the bloodstone throws off your aim, and the spell fizzles on nothing. Silas.
I am going to do everything I can to get closer to the beast.
Okay.
I'm going to attempt to go this way.
Okay. So you turn.
So that I come up
you can
beside
definitely
it.
do that.
Now I've got a broken axle, and I'm
You
aware
do.
of that. So you let me know what I need to do.
So turning and driving does not require any rolls. It's something you are able to do as a pilot of the vehicle. So You definitely can move it to tell me where. There?
I'm not sure what the movement speed of the vehicle
It's 100
itself
feet.
is.
You can move it 100 feet.
100 feet? Then I will get it right to there. Absolutely. Because
Right to there?
Oh, does
It's
my
a
thing
better
go
place
off?
to be.
Okay. After your turn, it uses a legendary action.
Does my thing go off?
Oh, is it
so
is my
definitely,
turnover?
yes. Held actions do go off. Thank you.
Yeah, that was my turnover.
Yes, you used your turn to move. Oh, you would still have a bonus action.
I'll let held actions go off first.
Okay.
27 to hit.
27 is a hit.
28 damage.
28
Was that an
damage.
attack roll? Are you on the vehicle?
He is on the vehicle, so
on the
that's
vehicle.
a disadvantage. And you were not hidden.
I wasn't hidden. Okay.
No. So that's
Then
17,
it
which
would
is a
be
miss.
17. In that case, I will use some psychic energy to force my hit home with a 24
Ooh.
That does work.
for a 28 to hit plus another 9 for Fury of the Small.
Nice.
37.
Good. 37 total.
Oh, he see
That
me.
sneak attack at higher level that might save us
So
from
now
this encounter.
the thing is though is that you were not hidden and you did not have advantage, so you do not get sneak attack.
That's correct. It would have been, yeah. Okay, so then it would only be 21 damage.
21 damage. Thank you.
Okay, and DM, so I use my movement. Is that also my action, my bonus action? I know I
So
drove
your,
the vehicle.
your action
but
was
I'm
to
driving
drive.
it.
You still have a movement and a bonus action.
Okay, I still have a bonus action. I have movement and a bonus action.
Yeah, if you want to get up out of the seat, if you want to get up out of the seat, you can do. As long as you get back to it, then you'll be able to move it. But if there's nobody driving, then it will just continue to go forward.
Well, it's already screwed up and it's already messing us up and it's already causing more damage than it's worth. So, knowing that it will keep going straight, I'm going to get out of the vehicle. I'll use my full movement for that.
Okay. So you
And then I'm
jump off the
going
vehicle.
to- And
I would
as the
like
vehicle is going to
I
trundle
would like
off-
an acrobatics check to see that if you make sure you can hold your.
Can I do athletics?
No, it has to be acrobatics for this one, I'm afraid.
Oh boy. Oof.
Yes. Unfortunately,
That's a low
as you
roll.
jump off, you fall prone. You dive out of the vehicle
Okay.
and fall prone. Do you dive to the north or to the south? I'm assuming to the north.
South.
To the south. Very well.
Ooh.
I'm gonna bring you out there. To right there.
Oh, I have control of me. Sure, I'm up front, so yeah.
Yep.
Now, jumping out, I'm prone. Can I use? Can I assume that was half my movement and use the other half to stand up?
Sure.
And then, knowing again that the vehicle is going to keep going straight, going to cast a spell. I'm going to yell out to the dragon. Face me.
Alrighty. So I need a wisdom save.
I
Is
am
there a
going to
range
cast-
on this? Compelled duel.
30 feet.
30 feet. It's 40 feet in the air.
I did it while I was jumping. I was 10 feet up.
All right, yeah, okay. He's 40 feet in the air, and because of where you were on the Bloodstone, I could definitely see you being up higher in the air. We'll say it's close enough so that it is able to be under the effect of your spell. I like
At
it.
the very, if it fails its wisdom save, at the very least, I'm an enticing target.
Indeed. So it, let's see.
Now that is a DC 15 wisdom save. I am attempting to compel him into a duel with me.
Indeed, you are. I understand completely. It
I'm reading for the-
chooses to succeed.
Oh, that's one down.
Ooh.
That's 2. right? Because it already burned a legendary.
It already
Used a
burned one.
legendary action a moment ago.
Yeah.
No, legendary action. I'm talking about
Resistance.
resistances. This is a legendary resistance. He's already apparently he burned one from the last time you. I don't know. I can't remember what it was for, but he burned one the last time. So anyway, Silas, that is you done. It is now Azarith's, but he takes a at the end of your turn. He takes a legendary action. He does a wing attack. Everyone within 10 feet needs to make a dexterity saving throw.
He's 40 feet up.
He's 40 feet. Oh, that's a good point.
Let him do it. No, I didn't. You were saying a moment ago about giving grace to people, but he's 40 feet up.
He is
A wing
40 feet up,
attack,
so
unless he swoops
obviously
in.
there's no reason for him. There's no reason for him to do the wing attack then. So,
If he wanted to swoop into melee range, then he could do the wing attack.
well, he will be coming down. He will be doing something. Let's see. First of all,
He's
we will
just flexing.
see. Oh, yeah, exactly. First of all, he'll see. All right, he has rolled a 3. He has not regained his breath weapon. So he ignores your taunt, Silas, and flies into the air 80 feet. All right, let's see, 80 feet. Yes, flies into the air 80 feet up and wheels around and goes back this way.
So he's a chicken dragon.
And so he is doing that. And he sort of hovers up there. And that is his turn. That's going to bring us to Zelmira.
Okay. So he is now like 90 feet away.
So he's, for at least as far as for purposes of this, the easiest way to say.
She's in the very
ranges
back of the
things.
vehicle, so.
He is 70 feet away.
Okay.
Or actually, sorry, 60 feet.
Throw the monk at him.
Yeah, I'm gonna jump off. No. So, sorry, I'm trying to zoom in.
Call that a Dragon Ball special, I believe.
Yeah.
Only because it's a dragon will we let that go.
So I'm going to save an action. My water whip.
You're gonna hold water whip.
Hold water whip.
Alrighty.
And wait until they're within range. So that's 30 feet.
Alrighty, that's gonna bring us to Falkren.
Lovely. I would like to toll the dead.
Alrighty. Wisdom saving throw, correct?
Wisdom saving throw.
And I have rolled a 19.
Oh, curse you and all your cursiness. All right. So yeah, that's a swing and a miss on Toll the Dead.
Quick note. I seem to have lost Persephone. I can't see her on the turn tracker. I don't know if she disappeared for everybody else.
I don't see her either.
But
Oh wait, yeah.
Me neither.
She was
because we had the extra Persephone for a second.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see, Persephone, you went after.
I was first in the turn.
Were you
order.
first? You were first, weren't you?
she was like, she had like a 23
Yeah.
initiative.
Yeah, she was.
All right. Well, is that you done, Falkren?
I
Oh,
do
no,
need a
he's
moment
got
to
more.
think,
She
so
has
go ahead
more.
and do whatever
She
you
has
do.
more. Falkren has so much more. Come on, Falkren.
Yeah, and other things happening with oh god help me. All right, so I'm gonna use Channel Divinity,
Okay.
which I can restore up to
Divinity.
Channel Divinity. And I can choose any creatures within 30 feet of me and divide those hit points among them. Feature can restore each no more than half of its maximum hit points. I believe Persephone, you're below half.
Yes.
Yes. Okay, cool. I also imagine Zelmira, you're below half.
She's getting
I'm
older,
not. I'm
but
not much below half.
I'm quite below half.
Excellent. That's what I like to hear. So, that's what I love to hear. All right, how far below half are you?
I'm 32 below half.
32 below half. All right, well then, go ahead and take you 30.
Okay.
And so that'll get you up, and then that leaves me with 15 left. Persephone, how much of that 15 can you use?
3.
Well, then take the 3. And then Zelmira, is she still out and about?
She's never unconscious, but Zelmira, are you at half hit points?
Yes.
You are at more. She's at more than half, I believe.
Oh, more than half.
I think
Yes.
Typhon gets a little bit.
No, wait.
You're less than half. You're less than half.
I'm less than half. I thought you meant we're more than half my hit points gone, and I was like, yes.
All right. How many hit points can you take?
Well,
To get to half.
There are
right.
There are exactly 12 available to you.
Oh my gosh, 12
There you
full
go.
hit points.
Yeah, 12 whole hit points get you back up to half, and that is all of my channel divinity. So, yeah.
Good. All right. So now, if we're going to go back in time for Persephone, do you have something you wish to do?
How far away is it?
It is. What did we say? 60 feet.
Then I would like to cast Shatter at it.
Alrighty. Saving throw, right? Dex save?
Con save.
Con save. Oh, 24.
Crap.
Man.
Your spell sort of around,
That
but
still takes half damage. Yeah.
half the damage. So half of 27 is 13.
Something.
Eat it.
Alrighty.
That-
Anything else?
That's 60-foot range.
I meant to cast that at the 4th level. I just hit the wrong button. Am I screwed?
No. Roll a
you
D8.
can look at the formula and just take away one of the dice.
Yep.
The first
Oh, yeah.
one, perhaps.
Take 1d8 away.
1d8 away. So roll a d8.
Oh, drat.
Oh,
Damn it, of course.
Alrighty.
I rolled a 7.
There we go. So Persephone, that was your action. Any movement or bonus action?
No.
All right. That will bring us back down in the turn order to... God, now where are we? Jax.
Right, so the dragon obviously is 60 feet away, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
I will bonus action hide.
Okay. Disadvantage.
Where's it gone again? Where's it gone? Sorry, what's the reason? Just because the thing's knackered.
The axle, the bloodstone is moving at a... is jarring back and forth at a furious pace.
22.
22. It is...
It's not going to make a difference because if I'm disadvantaged to attack, then I don't need to hide.
No, you won't get your... yeah, oh, that's a good point. You won't get your... You won't get your sneak attack regardless.
It does because if it's nullified, if it's a regular
true.
attack, you get it. But
Yeah, so stealth 22.
Good to know. Your attack is at disadvantage.
Oh, okay.
you can use advantage though, your inspiration, and still get sneak
I'd
attack.
have to roll to do that, but what I can do, because I am a psychic blade, I can roll a d8 to add to that.
But you could get your advantage by rolling with inspiration, or your sneak attack. I was just gonna say.
Oh, I see what you mean, yeah. So I'd still need to do this first, though. 26 on the stealth.
All right. Now with... Okay. So...
Shade it.
It's important for me to... It's important that I know when in the roll are you permitted to...
Shall I read it?
I just want to know because otherwise, then if you're waiting until I say whether or not it succeeded before you roll it, I don't think that's the spirit of the rule. Unless
let me
it
just quickly
specifically
check.
says that.
If you foul an ability check, I could use it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You're good. Yeah, that's exactly what it needed to say, and that's what it says.
So now I use my inspiration to get advantage.
All right, so you are successfully hidden, but at disadvantage because of the rolling of things. You use inspiration to give yourself advantage. Yes.
Yeah,
there you
is
go.
that fine? Okay, so I'm unticking advantage of Avantage.
I'm still not sure about that because any disadvantage
I thought you meant
nullifies.
to
That's
do.
what that's what I thought. That's why I didn't understand what you said earlier.
Well, that's what I thought
I'm saying
you
that.
were saying.
Sorry. So no, you can, as long as he doesn't have disadvantage, he gets sneak attack.
No, he would have to have advantage to have sneak attack.
You're right. Goodbye.
All right, thank you.
I'm done
and we're
forever
done.
now.
You solved my disadvantage riddle. Well
Oh
done.
man!
So I
one's
wouldn't have
already
needed to use
gone.
it, correct?
You would have needed to use it to get advantage, but I think that Typhon is right in that if you have a disadvantage for any reason, even if you use inspiration to give yourself advantage,
So-
if you have disadvantage for any reason, then
Right,
sneak attack
okay.
doesn't happen.
Well, I wouldn't
so you
do
might
that.
want to
Right.
hold on to it.
Yeah. Okay, so I will use another Psychic Blade thing for this.
Confusing me.
I can't follow. anything
Only a
that just
19 to hit.
A 19 unfortunately does not pierce its. Oh no! Wait, no! I stand corrected. 19 does pierce its armor.
Okay. 'Cause
Oh, now we know that.
12 psychic damage.
12 psychic damage.
Oh, that sneak attack. Oh.
All right. Anything else, Jax?
No, well then I'll hide. I'll use my stealth thing that I did earlier to hide, because obviously it wouldn't have made it. No,
To hide then.
no, because I would have been at
No.
disadvantage. No,
You would have been at
it's- yeah, yeah,
disadvantage.
sorry.
So okay, whew. That's gonna bring us to Rim.
Mine's easy. I'm shooting at it.
All right, go for it. Disadvantage on all
Attack the
these.
darkness.
Oh, disadvantage on all these. Son of a bitch. Well, that first one is going to be a miss.
That's a miss.
Then.
Yep.
Should I even bother rolling the second one? No.
No.
All right. This is my second attack then at disadvantage. Come on. Come on. Big numbers. Oh, 2 18s.
Hang it.
Actually, no, they're both
Disadvantage
15s because it's
I know.
-3.
I did yell out that the vehicle is bad now. It's totally screwing us.
So that's gonna bring us back to the top of the order.
Someone
with
could fix it
Persephone.
who is dexterous.
AC 20.
And the dragon hasn't moved at all?
The dragon took its turn to move and is holding its action.
And it didn't get closer.
Correct.
Well, I'm just gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna, wait, sorry, it's still 60 feet then.
Yeah, 60 feet away. It's closer down to the ground, but it's 60 feet up.
I'm gonna cast Shatter again.
Okay. Remind me, con save?
Con 16.
I have rolled a 22.
Dang it. Well, take 15 damage.
15 damage. Got it. Typhon.
Right. No good with this. I want Jax not to have disadvantage. Can't concentrate on two things. Let us make this a little bit easier. Well, actually, it's 60 feet still. Sorry.
60 feet away, closer down to the ground, but 60 feet.
Let's see if we can do this. I'm going to begin drawing glowing green arcane symbols in the air, both the non-geometric and the geometric, and separating them, and pull my energy to try to abjure him between the planes with a banishment spell.
Ooh, banishment save. I have rolled a 19.
All right.
As the weave reaches out to pluck him away from Avernus, but cannot find purchase on his mystic hide.
Okay.
Anything else, Typhon?
Nope.
That's going to bring us to Silas.
Well, let's go ahead and move. Each square is 10 feet now.
On this map, each
Yes.
square is 10 feet, yes.
So 10, 20, 30 is my regular move.
Okay.
And 60 feet away. 50, 60.
Well, actually, looking at your measurement, it's actually 50 feet away. Hopefully that didn't mess anything up. I thought he was 60 feet, but from where you are right now, 50 feet.
Okay. And I'm gonna try something again.
Okay.
Getting silly. I scream out to him, face me, descend. And I'm going to cast command.
Command.
I am commanding him to descend.
Got it. I rolled a 20 on my wisdom save.
He doesn't have to.
Gotcha. On the
Can I do one more thing on my
yeah.
turn? I'm gonna bonus action second wind.
Bonus action, second wind. Go for it.
Yeah.
He
Ooh, good
uses
second wind.
his
13.
13. You got it back. Absolutely. He uses the second part of his held action to come back into close quarters, flying back in, and we will see if he gets a breath weapon back.
Gods of the dice.
I'm
say-
sure he would.
Yay!
He wouldn't be able to do it otherwise because he couldn't move and hold and use a breath weapon anyway. So,
No, it's his turn now.
oh,
Yep.
fuck him.
So that's I was checking to see whether or not his breath weapon had come back. It did not. So instead, he uses. Let's see. Yeah, he reaches out and bites. Here on the back, we've got Zelmira and Falkren in range. He is going to bite at Zelmira.
Oh, come on.
Do I get half cover because I'm next to the wrecking ball?
If you had used the Wrecking Ball on your last turn, I would have given it to you. But since you didn't,
But isn't that where she's
your
stationed?
held
That's where
action,
I'm
however, your held action did go off, Zelmira. Would you like to roll for Water Whip?
Yes, I would.
Go for it. This is what he used his.
Bring him
Take that
down.
from me.
Yeah, can't take that. All right. Doop-a-doop-boo-doop-boo.
So let
Hey.
it whip.
So
I
we
came in like
let it
a
rip.
wrecking ball.
I came in like a water whip.
Oh, there it is, a water whip. I don't know why there's an H with water, but
Yeah.
there is.
Say water.
It's an
Water.
action.
Alrighty,
Yes.
a dexterity saving throw. Doo-ka-doo-doo. Whip. I have rolled an 18.
Ah.
And DM, the vehicle was going on my turn.
Right. So, good call. Well, so first,
It stuttered a bit and then went after Zelmaris. Or after
no. That's going to affect things. Indeed, it did. It continued another 100 feet. So
So at that point, that would have meant Zelmira was.
So Zelmira, you were far enough away, so it did not trigger your attack of opportunity.
Okay.
Your held action. So sorry.
Can I still be hidden behind the wrecking ball?
You could. So let's see. It did the rest of its movement. So now it's its turn. It did not get its save. Get its breath weapon back. So it is going to come towards you, Silas. Duck it down. Got it.
So it had to descend and face me, is what you're saying.
It was already descended.
No. I commanded it.
Okay,
Damn it.
fair enough. Yes, it looks to you like it came down to fight you. It reaches out with its long, sinewy neck and bites you from 10 feet away, hitting AC 23. 13 points of piercing, and as its teeth bite into you, you feel your muscles seize as electricity courses through your body. You take 3 points of lightning damage on top of the piercing. Then he moves in
Man, that doesn't
With-
feel like enough for a
for
dragon.
another thing.
What? That's plenty for a dragon. Shh.
I don't want it to be more. Just we're
I don't think he's done.
And then it
Yeah,
attacks
he's-
twice with the claws. The first claw hitting AC 30, doing 16 points of slashing damage.
I'm sorry,
The second
AC,
claw,
AC what?
30. The second claw hitting AC 17,
Okay, the first one hit. What was the damage?
16.
The second one misses completely.
All right, completely misses. You're able to dodge out of the way, and it scrapes upon your armor. That is its turn. Not quite done as it moved to there, and now it begins to fly away. It flies straight up in the air, looking down. As it does, you may make an attack of opportunity if you want, Silas.
I would, because I have nothing else that I can do. So I'm going
Alrighty.
to... Aha! Swing my enchanted glaive. Avernian.
Very nice.
Alive.
Ooh, guy.
Sweet Belitus. Is that how you say glaive?
Glaven.
That's a 20 to hit.
That is a hit.
And 13 points of slashing magic damage.
As it takes
And
the
I want to
damage.
smite.
Okay,
Can I smite?
sure.
I'm allowed to?
Mm-hmm.
What's the biggest smite I
on
can
an
do?
attack.
Crap.
I want to smite him so hard.
I want to smite him so bad.
Could you smite him so bad? Oh.
I do believe you could smite on an opportunity attack, right? We've had this
Absolutely.
discussion before, yeah.
Yeah. If it connects.
It smites.
Yeah.
But I've got to do a divine smite because the other ones
Yes.
you do a thing. So
Get it
try
right.
to
Get a smite.
find The
There you go.
divine smite. It's not a crit, but I'll
Lucky
take
strike with your smite.
God damage!
it. Okay. I'm going to use a second level spell slot for that.
Okay.
Just went away. Divine smite.
He hit him so hard, he just went away.
2d8, so it'll be 3d8.
3d8.
So there's the 2 and the 1 and the
Feeling
1.
eights. Feeling eights.
Yeah.
God.
No,
Oh,
unfortunately,
God!
no. So,
How much damage?
6 points of divine damage.
Please let the players at home know.
6
Right.
points.
6
of divine
points.
damage.
So as you bring your blade down, you actually do pierce his skin, and a scale falls off.
No way!
I'll remember your scent, Drow. And he flies up into the air.
There's no need for insults.
He,
Yeah, that felt
Why does
very
Silas smell like
pointed.
drow?
Yeah, why indeed?
Who's he been?
On.
Did you make out with
Keep
these?
it on.
flies 40 feet,
Who's he been? Who's
40
he
feet
been
into the air.
bunking up with?
When Islin disappeared and said, "Bite my ass," Silas didn't.
Yeah.
Okay.
Why, Ty? Why, Ty?
That's what I
You
thought
jelly?
at first.
Zelmira, it is your turn.
Oh my gosh. Okie dokie. So,
Can we just go back for a second and realize that on 3d8, Silas rolled 1, 2, 3?
Yeah.
That was
Just quickly before Liz goes,
oh yeah, please take
welcome
your time.
to Damn Weirdo 2, and thank you very much for the 500 bits. That's a D20.
Oh my gosh!
company.
Wow.
You're in
That's
good
a
company,
roll.
damn weirdo.
Yeah, it's
That's
a
very
D20
true.
inspiration, so who needs one?
Me? I'll take it.
Anyone
Who
else?
gets stuff?
Much.
GM?
Anyone
Who
else
gets
get?
stuff?
I'm sorry, Sean.
Thank you very much, Damn Weirdo.
Booing you felt wrong.
You're welcome, thank you very much.
I will roll. I will roll. What the
Just
hell?
given the blue
Persephone.
dragon advantage.
Did you have? Do you have an inspiration?
I do.
All right, so that brings it down to. Whoa, Typhon, do you have inspiration?
I think I used it, but maybe not.
There's a
I don't
little
know.
button.
I don't think. What did you use it on?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Should be on
All
your
right,
sheet.
So
Is
you
it
still
on
got
your
it. So
sheet?
that means it goes to me anyway.
Yay! Sean.
Okay. So what's your turn? What you up to, Zelmira?
Okay, so my impression was that the dragon just left. Is that not
It
what
is flying
happened?
up into the air. It's flying straight up, leaving Silas looking up at it.
Okay.
It is still, however, very much within range of many attacks. It's only, it's only about 50 feet off the ground.
Okay. So if it's about 50 feet off the ground,
And if you're trying to attack it from the vehicle, you're at disadvantage.
Indeed.
well, here's my question. So I have Misty Step as a bonus action.
Mm-hmm.
Can I do that and then still Water Whip it?
What is the range of Water Whip?
Water Whip is 30 feet, and I can transport or teleport up to 30 feet. So it would put
So
me
you
within
would actually
range.
need to teleport into the air in order to
Yeah.
get him.
But then
Then you would fall.
That
you
was
can
the
do.
next question.
It wouldn't be far.
But I don't know that the range is there even. The 30 feet.
If he's 50 feet up in the air,
And I go 30 feet.
And you go
He's
30
only
feet.
20 feet from me.
She's
So
not
20
directly under him.
but you're not directly under him. So in
Looking,
this
looking
sense,
at the battle map.
yeah, in this sense, we've got to use square of the hypotenuse because it's the only way it makes sense.
Boo.
We just say hypotenuse.
Yes.
Yes.
I blacked
I usually
out.
don't like to do that because it makes it simpler. But in this case, if what we're talking about is literally traveling to something that's higher than you are, we have to use it. So
Yeah,
Liz,
that
you've
would've
got
been
Slowful.
dope.
Do it. You're fine.
Oh my god, I'll do it. Let's go.
all right, so
We do have slow fall.
disappear,
I do.
fly up into the air, and you are briefly suspended in the air as Water Whip goes striking out.
Whip it. Whip it
Monkey
good.
business. Monkey business.
That is a hit.
It's a save.
Do it for Artem.
It has
One-
chosen to succeed.
No!
It has no
Is
more.
So what? Okay, rude.
It's rude. It's rude.
Great. So I guess that I'll just fall back to Earth now.
All right. Slow fall does what?
Let me see. Slow fall does beat
at level
boop bop.
At level 15, it's going to reduce it by at least 40?
Let's see. It reduces any falling damage I take by 45.
All right. Well, then it doesn't take. You don't take any damage from the fall. You just
Bean.
land on the
Monkey
ground
business.
with a nice sort of superhero landing. The water whip. You know that whip snaked around and got him, but he managed to get out of
But
it
that would-
somehow.
That would put her in my
Zelmira.
aura, wouldn't it?
It would put you down in your aura. That's right.
Nice.
So
Zelmira
we'll put
stares into
you
the sky with
there.
anger.
All right. Bonus action. I show you. Bonus step was bonus action. Any
Yeah.
movement?
Well, now
That would
I'm
be
in
the movement.
aura. That's fine.
Okay. Falkren.
All right, so Sean, if I take a shot while on the vehicle, I'm at disadvantage. If I take a shot while jumping off the vehicle, I am not at disadvantage?
Well, you can't. because of the spell, I allowed her because she instantly appears from one place to another. So she basically prepped and then appeared, cast the spell, and then came down. If you jump, and then where you land, that's when you make your attack. You can make an attack before you jump, or you can make an attack after you jump.
Okay, so based on that, Falcon's going to jump off of the Bloodstone.
Which is still moving, so please roll a acrobatics check.
Acrobatics. All right, this is called Dwarf Tumble. Ho!
What'd you roll? What'd you roll?
I rolled a nat 20, y'all.
So, with a tumble, but coming up ready for bear, what do you do?
She is going to then, so she like shoves her hand up to the sky and unleashes a level 4 guiding bolt.
All right, roll it.
Roll that beautiful damage. All right, so guiding bolt. I cast the right level. Sure did.
19th to hit.
19 is a hit.
Wow.
Big time damage.
34 radiant damage.
So you land, you put your hammer up in the air, and there's a bolt of radiant lightning that shoots out of it and comes up and just catches the dragon right in its center mass, and it roils and screeches as it is flying away.
Sweet Peletus.
Anything else, Falkren?
Sweet leader.
So as Falcon like leaps off of the car, she shouts behind her, "Jax, fix this damn thing!" And then she goes, "Ilmater!" and like fires that off into the air, and that's me for the game.
Very nice. Jax.
I'll be
For the
going.
game, that's it.
That's it. I mean, let's be honest, you're not gonna get much better than that.
Thank you for your time.
I tried to jump through a window once and got stuck. Okay, so let's be honest.
Tried to look at a door and didn't see it, so.
Jax gets excited, goes to sit on the seat to drive it first, realise it wouldn't be as fun, so tries to fix it if I can.
All right, roll a repairs. That's a dexterity check at disadvantage.
Now's the time for your
Yeah.
your
Here
inspiration.
it is. Here's the time.
Do I really need to bother rolling with disadvantage? I've got +9. What do I need?
It's a check, though. It's not a
And it's
save.
a difficulty.
It's not a save, it's a check.
So you don't get proficiency bonus. You just get the +5.
Okay. But I can still use my...
Yeah.
I think I'll use it. I'll use my inspiration, which will then bring it down
Alrighty.
to 1 roll. So what am I rolling? Sorry,
D20
a D20 +5. Yeah,
+5.
I'm gonna roll a Kraken. My new Kraken.
Do it, England.
Hang on.
Hey, it makes
I'm gonna
sense.
Roll, I'm gonna roll the 5 one. There we go. You probably heard it.
Oh, yeah, we heard it.
I rolled a 19 +5, so 24.
Yeah. There you go, 24. You manage to get down in amongst, and for a brief moment, as the ground is rolling along beneath you, you find a panel, and you actually are sticking your head out at the bottom of the machine as it's rolling, and the ground is flying past you. You're dodging past rocks and debris, and you look and you see, oh, it's right here, and you just push a bolt right back into place, and it catches, and now the wheels are moving at a normal pace.
I go jump up on top of the seat, shout out,
I am a mechanic.
and he's got like faces just like soot and God knows what else everywhere.
Yes.
I take
Everything
it
except
is
for
that
the
my whole
goggles are-
action gone?
That's your action, yes.
But okay, quickly as it's just come in, damn weirdo again has donated $20. The channel, the channel
my
title,
gosh.
the channel title is my lifestyle.
Right.
Damn weirdo, $20 is basically an NPC in the game for next week. If that's something that you wish, if you do wish that, please join our Discord, !Discord, and message Operason, and we'll.
Yes, indeed. If you don't want it, then we'll just roll for more goodies.
If you don't want
But
it,
let us know.
It could be a couple of healing potions or something. So again, thank you very much for your generosity. Much appreciated.
That's going to be the end of Jax's turn and bring us to Rim. No longer disadvantage, Rim.
All right. Let's get those arrows in his belly. First attack is delayed by the internet. Oh, this is my third 18 in a row.
Brutal.
Fortunately, an 18 is just shy of a hit.
Well, actually, it's 15 with my minus. All right,
All right, 15.
One more shot. Come on. There we go. All right.
24. 23.
23. That's with bonus ouchies, a total of 14.
All right.
DM, just quickly, that's 2 healing potions.
2 healing potions. We've got a healing potion going to Typhon and one going to Typhon
Typhon
again, but we're going to change it up and it's going to be to Rim instead. And that is going to be the end of that round, bringing us to Persephone.
When it came in and bit people, I imagine it got like close within.
It actually
range.
didn't. That didn't end up happening. We were we were messed up there because of
Okay.
when various things happen and all.
So I
it's
would
actually,
not. I would not have like
You're
a
a-
reason to think it gets close at all.
No.
Okay, and how far away is it?
It is. What did we say? So it flew 40, so 50 feet up. So 50,
And-
50 feet away.
Is there any reason to think there is metal on this dragon?
You may make a perception check.
But that's my action, right?
It
It
is.
is very metal.
Heavy.
Is he metal or?
Gonna cast,
Hey, young ones.
isn't it
Darling with the
whispers?
young ones. Ooh.
Dissonant whispers.
Ah, suggestion or whisper.
I wish, bish.
Alrighty, wisdom save.
Wisdom.
Coming at you. Choop. That is a fail.
Yes, awesome.
Wow.
So, 15 psychic damage, and it has to go as far away as it can.
Alrighty.
That's pretty
right
far.
now, immediately?
Bye.
Immediately?
Or on its turn?
So,
How does it read?
the target must make on a failed save, blah blah blah. Use its it must immediately use its reaction if available to move as far as its speed allows away from you.
Right, so it flies up another 40 feet. No, sorry, flies up another 80 feet. Jeez.
Do that on a reaction?
It's its speed.
Oof.
So it flies up another 80 feet.
So it's 120 feet in the air?
120
roughly?
feet in the air, indeed. Anything else, Persephone?
Yeah, let me do... Jax, have you fixed the...
Yes, indeed.
Okay. And who is next in the turn order? Typhon, let me give Bardic Inspiration to Typhon.
Okay. What do you say to Typhon to inspire him?
I'll say...
The bloodstone's no longer rattling, if that's...
I'll say, it would probably be pretty impressive to Islin if you take down a dragon before she gets back.
He just gives you a long, well, not a long, but a less than 6-second side eye, and the faintest crack of a grin appears on the side of his face.
Exactly what she wanted.
A 4-second long side eye, exactly.
Exactly. Though it's not particularly impressive, as I really only have cantrips to work with. So, but I'm going to use advantage just because I've got it, and cast with the chill touch. Oh, that's what I was hoping for.
That's amazing.
So I've got a natural 20.
Yay!
Yes!
And I am going to use... So I'm going to roll the damage. I am also going to roll the new Tasha's feature. I believe I can use your inspiration for damage.
Yes.
On us. But so I am going to do that and double it. So Persephone, are you D8 or D10 right now?
8.
D8. And plus 6. So a total of 21 points of necrotic damage.
Nice cantrip.
Ooh. Can it heal from that? My goodness.
Okay. Anything else, Typhon?
Does it take an action to... It takes it to propel, but not... Could I hop down to the helm and just steer it around so we start going in the right direction?
It has to be an action.
That is an action. Okay, then that's fine.
Jax is in the driver's seat, isn't he?
Driver uses their action to steer and determine
Driver
where
is.
the thing
Okay,
goes.
gotcha. All right, good for me.
Alrighty. So, that brings us to Silas. Silas, on your turn, the Bloodstone travels another 100 feet. No longer rattling, but leaving you and Falkren and Zelmira behind. Dragon is very high up in the air. Although
As I recall, it's 120 feet straight up.
Correct.
I am going to move. I'm going to try to move. 20, 30, right there, which keeps Zelly in my aura.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to yell at it ineffectively from 120 feet in the air. Going to hold an action from Rodian that if it happens to come down right next to me,
Okay.
then I'm going to stab it. And that's actually I'm actually not going to hold an action. I'm going to just I'm hurting a little. Oh, hold on. I think it's touch.
You're laying on hands?
Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to break one of the necklace beads.
Prayer beads. Aha.
Yeah, the prayer beads.
There
Got
you
prayer
go.
beads, which does cure wounds
All right.
at
There you
second
go.
level. I'm going to cast it, which is going to take a spell slot. Then I'll add it back just because I have that way.
Okay.
So
There
I'll
you
get
are.
8 hit points back to
Indeed
myself,
you do.
and I lose a prayer bead.
So that's going to bring us to Ayazanth, the Sapphire Tempest. Just because I want to see. We're going to see whether or not he gets his breath weapon back. Oh, son of a
does.
bitch. He does. However, he's not running away. He's just looking for a more advantageous opportunity to continue the battle. And he flies 160 feet. By the end of his turn, he is a blue speck so far away that practically no one can touch him.
So he is 280 feet away.
Indeed.
Jinkies.
Y'all, we just fought off a dragon.
That is going to be the end of combat.
Rim's got another couple shots, right?
I do.
Hell yeah.
They're
800 feet long range or something like that?
Yeah.
Combat
300
has ended.
Wait.
So eventually somebody gets into the cockpit of the Bloodstone, wheels it around, and drives it back over to the group. All of you, your hair, those of you who have it free, it's just sticking out, having taken all this damage from the lightning blast of the dragon. The Bloodstone itself having suffered a significant amount of damage as well. But that is the end of your confrontation, your first confrontation with Azanth, the Sapphire Tempest.
The Sapphire Tempest, that's right.
And as you gather yourselves, you now have a moment to determine your next move, which we will discuss when we return in 10 minutes. Rejoining our adventurers as they gather around this giant sword that's sticking out of the ground next to a equally giant helmet. The Bloodstone rattles to a stop beside those of you who are on foot, and now the DM asks, what do you do?
Swings herself back up onto the Bloodstone and goes and resumes her spot towards the back next to the wrecking ball.
Having tried to keep up with the rest of the people who jumped out, Falkrin is out of breath. So
It's fair.
I will hop out of the Bloodstone, or not all the way, but kind of get to a point up on top where I have a good vantage point and take a quick look around, but mostly start ritually casting Detect Magic, and then have Wait, so I forgot. When I resummon from a pocket dimension, does the imp always have a chance of changing, or is it when he's resummoned by the spell?
Resummoned by the spell.
Okay.
Yes.
So I will resummon the imp and have him just sort of scout around a little more carefully and see if there's something we missed here.
Flies up and around, reports to you that there is
Nothing in sight, master.
Is the imp visible to everyone?
It is if Typhon wants him to be.
I believe Typhon's made it known that I have this
believe that is
creature
true.
that can be invisible, but
Yeah,
I don't know
you tell
mechanically
Jax
if
not
it's
to kill it.
actually visible. So, because it is invisibly scouting, so Typhon can't even see it.
Well, if it scouts invisibly, then no. Typhon
Right,
would
that's
not
what I
see
was saying. It pokes around
DM.
invisibly. No.
GM, how big is that scale that Silas knocked off the dragon?
it. It's sizable, about the size of a large dinner platter.
But feasibly, we could pick it up and carry it.
Indeed.
Okay, so we definitely want to take that with us, right?
Oh, yeah, obviously.
Yeah,
Oh, we totally smogged him. but that's
Yeah.
but smaugged him. But
Nope.
He
it
got
just-
smoked.
It sounds dirtier every time you say it, but keep saying
oh,
it.
black arrow of my fathers, you have never failed me.
Not getting better, Peter. Not getting better.
Anyway, I'm ritually casting detect magic.
All right. So 10 minutes go by while Typhon is closed his eyes and is muttering to himself. What do the rest of you do during this time?
Why can't we all mutter to ourselves? No.
Yeah, we're all muttering to ourselves.
Rim will.
No,
go
sorry.
ahead.
So Zelmira, she's still seething at what had transpired between her and Smiler and the devils. And so she has kind of like sat down next to the wrecking ball and is like curled up into like a tight little ball. But if you look closely, you can see that she has a piece of jade glass that she's rolling over in her hands between her fingers. But she's definitely like removing herself from the situation.
Rim will come up to you, seeing that you are withdrawn and angst-ridden, and he'll just stand by you quietly and put a hand on your shoulder, a claw on your shoulder.
At first, Zelmira visibly recoils, but then, to her own surprise, kind of finds herself relaxing a little bit into it, and she's taken aback at the comfort that it gives.
Well fought, Zelmira.
Thank you. You too.
Are you all right?
I'm fine. I'm fine. Just feeling like myself for the first time in a while, and kind of coming to terms with some things that happened prior to my meeting you, wonderful group of people. So, but I'm okay, thank you. How are you? You've had quite a transformation.
I am weakened. I am tired. But I am focused. I am grateful to be here.
I understand that feeling.
If you wish to talk, I'm here.
Thank you.
And Rim, seeing your contemplative face, will lead you to your jade stone.
All right. Falkren is praying a prayer of healing. Could you go ahead and roll that healing for us, Falkren?
Sure will. Sorry, everybody, in advance. All right. Prayer of healing coming up, everybody. 16 Healy ouchies to at least 6 party members should people need it.
As the healing energy goes... Oh.
I was going to say, but wait, medium DM's going to do something.
Right. As the healing energy goes out, a wave of pain encompasses everyone who is benefiting from this healing.
Are we
feel
expecting that?
Hmm?
Expecting that? Like, do we know that's going to happen?
No, this is the first time. It feels as if something, like as if somebody with very long, red-hot fingernails is actually pushed underneath your skin and is running it up your arms, cutting your skin to ribbons as it does. It's very painful. You can react however you see fit, stoically or whatever.
Elmira, shocked by the pain, lets out a large gasp, like an audible gasp, and drops the glass from her fingers.
Oh no.
And attempts to dive for the glass, hoping that it doesn't break.
It's actually a jade gemstone, so there's...
Well, I'm holding the glass that
from
Shane gave
from
me.
Shane. Gotcha,
Mhm.
gotcha.
I have a couple green things that I like.
Gotcha. Sorry.
Made of glass, eh?
Really?
Oh my god.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, don't give Sean some flavor. He's going to make you roll for it now.
Roll a dexterity saving throw, please.
Well, that's
or
the thing.
actually, no. Make a. It's going to be an acrobatics check.
Sleight of hand?
No.
She's a monk. She could misty step 30 feet in the air and still make it down and catch it upside down. Doing
Unless
a
she rolls a nat 1.
I rolled a 4.
What do you add on top of that?
For acrobatics,
Mhm.
3.
Are you by any chance in
I have inspiration.
Do you have a D6 inspiration?
Yeah,
You
I have a
might wanna roll
D20
it.
inspiration.
No, it doesn't count for this.
Well,
you would have
beans.
you would have had to have called it at the beginning. Do you have a D6 inspiration? I think pretty sure you do. Many people do.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure you do. So roll a D6.
Okay. Oh my god, you rolled a 1.
So 4 plus 3 is 7.
DM,
Plus 1 is
you
8.
have to fully explain what happens
So
and and what it means.
the pain from Falkren's healing prayer, just as you were feeling relaxed and comforted by Rim's presence, hits you with a tremendous amount of surprise, and despite yourself, you jump, and Shane's glass pendant flies into the air, and almost in slow motion, you see it falling, and you bring your hand up to catch it. It should be so simple to do, but the pain from this healing spell has cramped your muscles, and they freeze in place, and you watch helplessly as it falls from your fingers onto the metal of the infernal machine and shatters.
Oh no.
Is there anybody
none
close
of us
enough
that can
could
grab it?
potentially make
Probably right next to Typhon, just calmly casting the spell and watches it shatter right next to his foot.
And
DM, what was that glass? Where did that come from?
the well, I will leave it to you to describe, Zelmira.
Well, it was my impression was that it was just like when Shane was learning glass blowing. It's like it was a crude
Yes.
like piece of glass.
His best
art.
efforts, but he is a friend of Zelmira's who sacrificed himself so that his friends, including Zelmira, could survive. And when he was gone, everyone found in his pack some pieces of glass that he had been working, some colored glass he was making to give to everybody, and everybody got a piece. And Zelmira's was green, and it is now
And he had given
gone.
that to her like specifically before everybody else's.
It is now gone.
Persephone.
Because Zelmira, after this happens and she sees the glass shatter, just stands there in complete shock, staring at the pile of glass that used to be this really treasured, comforting piece of home and family for her. The mouth slightly agape, just entirely unmoving.
Persephone kind of huffs and then walks over and casts Mend on it from Needle, which used to be Jax's weapon.
That's right. So you cast Mend, and two pieces come together and form a bit of what it once was. It will take many castings.
She does it, but
I mean, it would take like literally sitting with it in your hands and meticulously casting Mending over and over and over on every piece. You would have to want it. It would have to be an hour's worth at least of your time, probably more.
what is Zelmira's reaction when that happens?
Zelmira sees the two pieces of glass fuse back together, and it snaps her out of her state of shock, and she looks pointedly at Persephone and whispers, "How did you do that?"
Magic.
Can you fix it?
Yeah, it's gonna be not easy though.
I'll can I pay you to figure? I'll do anything, please. I know it looks inconsequential, but
yeah. How about next time we take a rest? Make sure you keep all these pieces. I'll need them.
oh yeah. And she gets down and immediately, hurriedly starts putting everything together so she can put it in a container.
Your clothes, everything you wear, Zelmira, are much finer than this thing. Why is it important to you?
Zelmira.
Why waste her time on such a trinket?
Zelmira looks up with seething anger in her eyes at Typhon, and his pretty much hisses under her breath, like, I wouldn't expect you to understand, and it's frankly none of your business. And continues to put everything together.
DM, whenever I cast my healing spells, am I aware of the effect? Like, am I aware of the pain that I'm causing people, or do I?
Oh, yes.
Okay, and do I feel that pain as well, or I'm aware that my healing is not working.
Your healing is working. You're absolutely healing the damage. However, it's coming at a tremendous cost in suffering.
Have we had this discussion yet?
No.
I think having cracked this prayer of healing off, because before this, I think it was only individuals. Like I healed Typhon, and he had a shot of pain, and then bringing Persephone back from dead. This game, I think this is only a few instances of this happening.
Right. This is maybe the third or fourth time it's happened.
I think so. Yeah.
And we will all probably slowly look to you, and Brim will just kind of cock his head to the side and ask the question with his stare.
Falkrin is going to turn her head to the side, and anyone who notice, you can see on her neck just a tattoo or scar of like a cat of nine tails almost, sliced or burned into her flesh.
Falkrin, when?
I had a dream. A nightmare. And in it, I was chosen by the... Ugh. I don't even wish to speak her name. This...
Well done.
It may be better not to in this place.
For future reference, Aloviator.
Yeah, well, I ain't gonna remember that. But the Mistress of Pain is what she called herself. She said this was my punishment, that she would choose me because of my choices here. And that now, I'm sorry, friends, every time I choose to help you, it will bring immense suffering.
Wow. There's just nothing we can do right down here.
Well, I do have rat kebabs.
My point, exactly.
Falkrin,
Well, go ahead.
as someone with a little knowledge of this, stay true to yourself. Stay true to Ilmater. And Ilmater will welcome you back.
Oh, rest assured, this bitch will not break me. But I'm sorry for the hurt that I have and will cause all of you.
I don't blame you, Falkrin. We all know the fickle being responsible is not your stout little heart.
She'll nod at that, but she is far from content with that knowledge.
Typhon, you and I should have a talk about which fickle being you mean, but later.
So, Blood of the Titan. We need to find it. Anyone?
Do I can I search around a little with detect magic and see if there's something here that is we missed on our first pass?
So, as you look around with detect magic, you of course detect all of the magic items that are possessed by your party, including the new one, but other than that, there are none to be seen.
We're out of the machine right now, right?
You are.
What does this red dirt look like? If I were to
This
examine it.
red dirt, make an investigation check.
I recall last time we were here, we investigated and perceived very much, but very little.
Indeed.
And it seems that we're going to continue perceiving very much and investigating very little.
Looking at this red dirt, it looks very similar to the dirt around. Maybe a bit kicked up and disturbed from the combat and the travels of the machines that have been going through here. But other than that, not remarkable.
Can I climb up the sword and examine the glowy thing at the top?
That's
Right.
what I have, right? Or
Yes. The glowy thing at the top is no longer up there. It's although it appears red on this map, it is actually a very, very deep violet, almost blue, but still with enough red to be considered violet.
DM, is there anything on the blade itself, like stab in the dark? Any evidence of rusting or pitting on the blade, which could have been evidence of?
There is a decent amount of rust and just age and pitting and sort of over time. This blade is was obviously at one point. It's looking at it from with any kind of martial skill. It is definitely at one point was a weapon, which is remarkable because it must have been wielded by a truly enormous creature, almost the size of a small mountain. But it is seen the elements have taken its toll upon them.
Maybe I've been watching too much crime TV. It's like, is any chance if we could like scrape off enough of the rust that maybe that there would be traces of?
take a little plastic bag.
Yeah, pretty much, right? You can get some scrapings. Yeah,
You can certainly scrape some of the rust if you want.
Can I investigate under the helmet?
Sure. It's flush with the dirt, so you'll have to either figure out a way to move the helm or to dig underneath.
I'll start digging.
Alrighty.
We'll help you.
Okay, so with the help of you and Rim, of course, with his massive claws,
I would also dig.
you were able to dig a small passage underneath the helmet, and you find that underneath the helmet, it is stone. It is not dirt. And in the middle of the stone is a rough hole going down into blackness.
I found it. I don't know what I found, but
But I found it.
I'll look down the hole and I'm like, hello?
Hello, 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 hello. It echoes, and as you do, you hear the sound of things falling from the sound of the reverberations. You look down, and as best you can tell, right underneath where you are, there is a fairly large chamber. And then looking down, it looks like it goes down about 100 feet. And then at the bottom of it is another much larger hole going further down. That is all you can tell from just looking right down the top. The hole at the top is about 5 feet in diameter.
I'll look to Rim and Falcon. Did you hear that? There's someone down there. They were saying hello.
No, Jax, is there a way down that you can see
I'll look
outside
down
of falling?
Have a look down the hole. Is there anywhere?
Make a perception check.
Perception? Oh, plus 11, see? I rolled a 3. 14.
Plus 11, see?
14.
Yeah,
Wait.
1943.
I will spend a dice.
Why are you doing an old-timey Sean Connery? I'm just...
I don't know. That's a 3. 17.
Love it.
What a terrible
All right,
dice
17.
roll.
With a 17, you definitely the passage does go. It's
Marked off.
it's not just like a hole in the top of the thing. There's actually a little bit of a cylinder going down of a tunnel. So in order to actually get and to see what might be in the room around, you're actually going to have to climb down further into. And there are handholds and such on the side, but you get the feeling that when you come down, it's going to be coming down like almost like the top of a large bottle. So you come down and then it opens up. So you're going to have to figure out a way. Once you get past the opening, there's nothing underneath you. So you either have to go along the ceilings or use a rope or something like that.
I'll look up to the
Or your
right.
invisible imp.
Do you remember when the last
Or
time
that-
we were in a situation like this? That big creepy crawly. This is going to be fun.
I don't.
It was at the big thing high in the sky. It had a big shaft going up the middle.
Yes, in the ship. Yes.
If that's what it
Oh.
was.
Oh God, no.
That was 2 days ago. It wasn't that long ago. I'm
Right.
surprised you all can't remember.
It feels like
To be fair, there have
Really
been a lot of creepy
exhausted by
crawlies.
this.
You're acting like it's been months.
The remorse.
Feels like months.
time works differently in hell.
Typhon, can you send your imp?
Remorse. That's what it's called.
Let me go and have a look. I'm going to start climbing down.
All right.
Well, should we get it?
There are plenty of handholds.
We should do a rope first.
I'll pass him one end of the rope.
Okay.
Oh, I'll tie the other end on me.
Yes, that is. Mm-hmm.
I'll tie the other end
All
around my
right.
waist.
As you make your way down into this cave, I hope that I have put everything together correctly. Do let me know if there is a problem. Your token should reflect your current hit points, and this map has dynamic lighting. So, Jax, put yourself right here.
Where is here?
Right here.
Yeah, depending on the zoom level, we may not see that. So at the top center of the map.
There you go.
Ooh.
So you come down, and so imagine the sides of this wall of this chamber being very, very steep. There are handholds, and there's plenty. It's rough hewn rock, and it's very crumbly. It doesn't look like it's a very solid foundation anywhere around this. And it comes down like a giant sort of open area, and at the bottom it comes in, and then there is a large opening then from the top that goes down further, and at equidistant at about a quarter of the way down as you come down from the top, there are two passages, one leading to the west and one leading to the left, the east.
I am guessing that this is not lava.
It is not lava, although you're looking at it and you definitely see striations of red. And as you have come down into the rock, there is heat. But then there's heat emanating from Avernus all the time.
I'll test the floor.
So how are you going to get to the floor?
So I've only got 50 foot of rope, haven't I? Let me just quickly check my equipment. Rope. We must have used someone else's rope. Who else has got rope? Because we would have used that rope.
Someone's got to.
Has anyone got rope?
Silas does.
Okay, we would use that. So I'm going to go down using the handholds that you mentioned, and just to see how far I can go with those.
All right, so you've come down on the rope into the middle of this room. So how are you getting from that rope over to where the handholds are on the side?
There's only one way.
And I start kicking my legs.
Swinging back and forth. All right. Back and forth. Back and forth. You get more.
I
and
hang
more
it out
momentum.
for a bit because it's fun.
Okay. Then go for a leap. Where are you heading towards?
The closest place that I can reach. Looking around.
So it's pretty equidistant from all where. Do you want to go towards one of the passageways? Do you want to go to the wall to go all the way down to the bottom? What do you want to do?
So you said it was a 100-foot drop going down though. So obviously we've only got 50 foot of rope, I'm assuming. So I'm going to swing and try to grab one of the ends, the walls or the handholds, and then tie my rope there.
All right. So are you swinging to the north, to the south?
I will swing to the north.
Swing to the north. All right. As you are swinging, your passive perception being as high as it is, as you're just about to let go, you see that in and amongst all of this rock, there are strips and pieces of ancient metal that, although it is not sharpened like a blade, would probably hurt and be very painful if you were to just jump onto the wall.
Okay. Is that on both sides or all around me, yeah?
Now that you are swinging around, you see that it is, in fact, all around. There is pitted and decayed metal along all of these walls.
I will spend some
all the way
time
down to the bottom.
looking around for a safer place.
The passageways to the east and west appear to just be open, and the floor of them appears to be a little more rock than the walls of this chamber.
Okay, I will try to swing for one of those places then.
All right, make an acrobatics check, please.
Acrobatics? What could possibly go wrong? Plus 13. Oh, 30 total.
30 total. You land without any trouble. And the rope swings back into the middle.
Oh.
Jax?
Yeah?
Did you go east or west?
East.
East.
What did you do? I felt the rope go slack.
I'm looking
What
for
did
somewhere
you
safe.
do?
And just gonna gently, just gonna walk around this circle area, obviously knowing that there's sharp metal and stuff, just carefully.
So, now, the circle area, keep in mind, you are now 3/4 of the way up it. Right. So, if you were to step out from where you are, that's actually a ledge that then continues down to the bottom here.
Okay. I'm going to try and look around for somewhere where I can help them to get down.
Well, there's a rope.
Falcon, you've got to come down. You got to swing.
How far is the rope from the bottom or from the floor?
A long way.
Then you want me to swing?
Well, it's the only way down.
Don't do it.
Jax?
I already lost you once from it.
Technically, you lost me twice.
Well, I'm assuming this is where we've got to go.
Well, he's not wrong, Typhon. We do need
I'm
to...
not questioning your destination. I'm questioning your method.
Oh, wait. Couldn't we, when we were jumping off Elturel, you said you had the ability to feather...
Not today. But I could have one or two of us fly.
All right. So if one or two of us fly and carry one or two of us...
Carry two.
Jax, how quickly can you scout the rest of this cavern that you're in?
Let me try.
But I'm going to do it stealthily.
It would be very impressive and interesting if you did it as quickly as possible.
How far is the drop DM, do we have a set
Make
number?
a perception check.
Roll my Kraken dice, which, no offense, Kraken failed me last time. Like, not trying to cast
I don't think that's the
aspersions.
dice's fault.
Yeah, I think you may need to buy some more. Yeah.
No, yeah, maybe these ones have,
I feel like
you
the
know, they
better.
just need a break. They
I
need
feel
a
like the
break.
dice were just telling a story.
I mean, that's why I did it. That's why I brought it up, you guys. It could have gone either way. The dice tell the story. 14.
So with the 14, you look down. It is, with your dark vision, you can see 60 feet down, and there is no bottom in sight.
So, if I have my imp follow him down and go to where Jax is, how far away is it? Like within?
So what is the so if the imp goes down and flies into the chamber all the way down, the imp is able to tell you that this chamber from top to bottom, so the top where the hole comes down to the top and then spreads out around all the way down to the bottom, which has another hole larger than the one on top, that hole at the floor of the chamber below you is 100 feet below you, and then 25 feet down on either side of this chamber are passageways, one going to the east and one going to the west.
So Jax is about 100 feet away from us, since he's clinging to...
He's gone down. He went down, so he is... Well, no square of the hypotenuse, so he is actually 25 feet away from you.
Oh, so I
Okay,
could have.
I will have
Could have
the,
swung over there with the rope then.
because he was
That was the
talking about
idea,
all this
yeah.
being difficult. I will have the imp fly up to Jax and touch him, and I will begin incanting up on the surface and deliver the fly spell to Jax.
Okay.
And then tell him, scout it as
right.
quickly as you can. And I will have
So-
the imp follow him to double check his...
I'm sorry, Jax. I missed that you wanted to hold on to the rope. coming
I
down.
thought the rope was too short or something. I thought that's why he told me to let
No,
go.
I missed that. So you could have held on to the rope there and let other people come down, but I don't think you would have been strong enough to hold on to it while people climb down.
No, but I have got pitons, I believe. Pitons.
Even so. So you are now flying, Jax. What do you want to do?
Have fun. I will go southeast
Alrighty.
quickly. Well, obviously now I'm flying. It will be stealthily.
So
anyway.
now, so you're flying very quietly through the air. Go ahead and move yourself. While he does that, what do the rest of you do?
Thelmira stands at the edge of this cavern, wondering what would happen if she just walked into it and cast the slow fall.
Does she do that?
You know, she's had a day, so she does.
You just step in.
Yep.
Well, Falcon would absolutely, like,
Okay.
she's like at the entranceway. I'm not going to let anyone just sort of like drop themselves down there.
Let him finish.
Thelmira, she again has kind of descended into this shock, trance-like state and is pretty much unresponsive, but does stop when someone physically tries to stop.
Okay, that's good.
It was just a glass bauble. I mean, what?
It's like she doesn't even hear you.
We all have things that mean.
I figured you wouldn't
Falkrin.
want me to go too far, DM.
Come now, Falkrin.
I appreciate
Could
that.
be a simple red thread to anyone but Ilmater. What someone treasures, let them.
I'm just concerned for her.
In no worse shape than any of us.
Rim has noticed Persephone's change in countenance, and he is making a point to just stand closer to her.
And in a normal time, I think she would clock that and in some physical way acknowledge it, but she doesn't.
It's okay.
All right, Jax, from where you are right there, the chamber opens up into an oddly shaped one that has several... as you get further into, I will say that although there are definitely places to walk where there is none of this, just chunks of metal, by the time you get to here, there is practically no metal at all. And there are these sort of cubbies in this opening right here, and another hole that goes down, smaller than the one you came in originally. The passageway continues to the west. There is a large chamber ahead. You detect a decent amount of bones right in front of you, and a pillar that is sticking up and holding up a chamber in front. As you get to there, you hear the unmistakable sound of
I wouldn't mistake that for anything.
What is it? Can I just peer around and have a look?
All right, make a stealth check, please.
A stealth check, you see.
So you're flying, so you don't.
I
need to
rolled a
worry about
kraken.
bones.
That's only my third kraken.
Ooh.
Congratulations! You don't need to worry about the bones on the floor since you are flying. You are
33.
very stealthy.
33.
So I know it. I don't know how it would hurt with itself, but when it comes to about a minute of my concentration left, or when it's starting to get low, I'll have the imp quietly whisper to Jax that he's only got 60 seconds left.
How long does the spell last?
10 minutes.
10 minutes. Oh well, you're fine. So this has only been about maybe 2.
Just as a,
got it.
safety.
As you peer around this pillar, you see a enormous creature. It is long and sinewy, curled up upon itself. It has at least 6 pairs of legs, possibly more, difficult to see. It is furred. It has sort of a lizard-like snout with horns that curl back. But even just looking at it here, you can tell that it is very old, very thin. You can see ribs, many, many ribs sticking out along its sides, going down, and it is sleeping.
Falcon,
It has not detected you.
You hear mentally, you never guess what I can see. Falcon!
Who's he talking to? Oh, okay.
This is mentally, by the way. Are you there, Falcon?
Yes, Jax. You don't need to shout. What are you?
Oh,
What
you
is it?
didn't
What do you
reply
see?
to me.
I didn't know you were talking to me. You also talk to Typhon like this, and then sometimes you talk to Rim or Persephone. The list goes on. But what do you see?
there's a big worm thing down here. It's got
Like the Remoraz that we fought before?
What's one of them?
It's the thing that was in the chute of the ship.
It did not look like a Remoraz. I just
No.
used it as, but that's fine. A Remoraz, sure.
Guess again.
Do you want to give me any details or any hints?
I explain what it looks like. I'm guessing I've got no idea what this thing is.
You're welcome to make a nature check.
Oh, I used to be good at that.
I will,
You know?
as he's describing this to me, I'll talk to the group as well. He says it's a large creature.
Another natural 20. It's catching up on me. I've been waiting so
Very
long
good.
for these bloody krakens.
Congrats. So
It's basically 20. That's all I get.
yeah, so 20. With a 20. Well, your first thought is a dragon, Jax, but you've never heard of a dragon that's got fur, hair. Certainly never a dragon with more than 4 limbs. Seems more like a lizard of some sort. And then you recall hearing a story about dragons and how terrible they were and how they had as their enemy in ancient times the giants, one of the first kingdoms, Faerun, were the kingdom of the giants, and the story that you heard has much more to do with giants than it does with dragons. But you know that the dragons and the giants fought a long war until finally the kingdom of the giants was a shadow of what it once was. And you remember that the giants used huge creatures to sometimes ride or perhaps send after the dragons. They were trained to fight dragons. You think they're called Behirs.
Falcon.
Yes,
I know what it is.
What is it?
Did you say fakir? What was it? Fakir.
A Behir.
But I was like,
Fakir. It's a fakir.
Yeah, no, I know it's there. What is it?
Oh, it's a Behir.
Oh, all right, but what is it?
What? Don't you know?
And then I immediately look at the group. Bahir? Anyone? Bahir?
We all gonna have to do nature checks for it.
Sure.
We're all Bahir, unfortunately.
Coming in hot.
Nothing.
This for you, my love.
This is why I chose you.
And we've got an 11 and a 13.
It's an 8,
What else have we
actually.
got? What else have we got? An 8 and a 13.
Let me come in at my -1 with
And a 14. What else have we got? What else have we got? A 14.
We've never.
We all
heard
have
of this.
vague imaginations about this.
Maybe you've heard of it in a story. 15.
Ooh,
Typhon.
Ooh.
You know, I have a pretty good idea what a Behir is.
You don't know, Falcon.
But he's not going to tell us.
That's neither here nor there. But
I will relay the information in a slightly condescending way.
Is that different than how you
Zelmira,
perfectly-
no change.
It's perfect. It's perfectly consistent, actually. So.
A Behir is...
Oh, I said to Falcon. Let me go see if
Jax.
it's friendly.
Wait, are we going to get a panther explanation of a Bahir, Sean?
No.
so is it? I mean, so Typhon? Is it a friendly creature? Is it intelligent? Can we talk to it, or is it one of those things that Jack should get the hell away from? And
So, thinking of, does the name Uldrak mean anything to us?
It has not. That's just a name. I'm positive that
have we done this
You have.
about it though?
You
Okay,
have.
gotcha.
And it was a big old fail.
what if we did this?
No, now you've got me.
All
Now
right,
you've got me.
Glasses for the win.
Uldrak, you do not. All you know is that there is some. Amonazro has told you that there is perhaps a Titan, or clues to the whereabouts of a Titan at Uldrak's grave.
So, is this something that a Titan would ride or be allied to? A Behir?
Possibly.
Like a kitty pet? Like a little belly cat?
Titans. I mean, well, you may make a nature check for Titan.
Okay. Oh, I live in Tennessee. There's too many jokes I'm not going to make. 16.
Titan's a type of giant. Most of the ones that you've heard of are celestial in nature, but they're not all celestial. And even if they were, they tend to have more of a more freedom in terms of whom they serve, as opposed to just being of a Celestia. In particular, there is a race called the Empyreans that have often fought against dragons at the behest of other powerful entities, and that they do in fact ride or have with them companions that are Behirs.
I think we're in the right place. But Jax, I think you need to move. The other side. Is there a passage? Is this like one half? Does it seem like I can't see anything? So does
You
it
can't
seem
see
like
anything.
does the passage end here, or does it continue anywhere?
I'm assuming that is relayed on to Falcon.
Jax,
Well, I
type
think
him
I
off.
was blocking your communication before, but
Yeah.
you had opened it to me, so I'm just going to reopen it for a bit.
Oh, you are there.
So Jax, is it a closed chamber that the Bahir is in, or does it continue on?
Oh, it's definitely closed.
Go to the other side
Oh, okay.
of the other tunnel, not the other side of the closed room that you're in.
Oh. You okay? You okay? You okay?
I make my way back to the other one then.
Just keep flying.
It's hard
flying.
because you can't see the path and you like end up outside of it.
Maybe make smaller moves. So you fly across. Those who are looking down, you see Jax fly across the opening, just sort
Oh,
of
there he goes.
flying across, and you come to the other opening, Jax. And
Lying.
this
Start doing the old
passageway.
swimming.
This passageway is a bit wider than the other one. And also there is a bit more of the deteriorating metal. You come to that area and you see a very large and long and narrow crevice, but it does appear to go down to a lower level.
I will let the group know that.
Shall I go down?
Keep going. Yes, go.
Oh, okay.
Tell us what's down there.
Don't have to tell me to. I'll go down there. Carefully.
All right, Jax, you don't have to worry about this passageway because of how little you are. You are able to slide down and using fly and just sort of pushing against the walls. You have no trouble avoiding any of the sharp stones or sharp pieces of metal as you go down. And you end up here.
Dun, dun, dun. I will stealthily go forward.
Alrighty.
Do you want me to roll a stealth?
I do.
Plus 13. Oh, 26. 13 plus 13.
26. So, and you go and you creep. As you get closer to the edge of this, you see another chamber below the one atop. And you can look up and see just at the edge of your field of view, at 60 feet above you, is the hole that leads down from the upper area. In the middle of this room, there is a mound of rubble and other stone, and there is another pit directly in front of you. You can see a passageway that goes to the south here. Mm-hmm. And also as you come into this room, you see, with your high perception, your passive perception, you would definitely see these sort of boulder-like rock protrusions that are definitely a different hue from the rock around them. The rock around them continues to throw off a decent amount of heat. In fact, as you come down here, it is very balmy and you are beginning to sweat. But these sort of round objects are of much more smooth, and they do not have the red striations on them that the rest of the area does.
He looks at these boulders, and if he listens quietly and if he hears his stomach rumble, he will know that they're eggs.
All right, make a perception check.
Perception plus 11. God, I've misplayed, Jax. 29.
They don't appear to be eggs.
Oh.
And as opposed to being smooth shells, you definitely see ridges, striations, as if perhaps something has curled up in on itself.
Oh. When I'm looking, do I see any of it move, or?
You do not.
I move to here.
Still flying.
Yes.
All right. At about this point, you get a
Little green thing. The master says your flying ability will depart you soon. That's amazing.
How far is Imp from me now?
160 feet.
I'll instruct it to say that if it returns to the crevice, which I think would be maybe closer to 100 feet, that I could recast flying, but I don't know.
We should probably descend after him.
Can I
Probably,
move
but
into this
is the
space?
floor literally lava?
No,
Oh, I was thinking the floor was lava.
the floor is not lava. The floor is red stone with bright striations of demonic power.
I thought
Running
we were
through
in a community episode here. All right. In that case, we can probably descend pretty easily, right?
Such a good episode.
Yep. That and paintball.
There is a rope hanging down from the center of, but how is it attached at the top? I would like to know.
Securely.
So Falcon is currently holding the other end.
All right, Falcon, you hold that rope. Who's going down?
We could also, could we drive the war machine a little closer and tie it around an
to the
axle?
war. Yes.
I thought you were going to say drive the war machine down. I was like, ooh.
Sure, you can drive it down.
So if
Drive it down.
If we have another piece
Always
of
drive
rope,
it down.
If we have another piece of rope, we could like increase our length to like 100 feet, and that would be not a terrible idea, right?
Yeah.
Wait, what?
So typical rope is 50 feet. If we tie another rope to that, we would increase it to 100, which to the first essentially the first basin where that hole is.
Yeah.
I hear a crying demon.
Indeed.
Apparently, my imp is very upset. So. I was just saying, if we double the length of the rope, it might get us down to that first level without having to either swing to left or right. So, are we looking to mess with the Bahir or just go straight down to where Jax is?
I think we go down.
So that first chamber was 100. That first chamber was 100 feet. So,
All right, let's do it. Let's tie ropes together.
All right,
Nice.
so you
Use
tie
some
ropes
bowline
together.
knots
You
and
tie
make a nice little hitch.
You tie a rope to the infernal machine, and you begin to descend down. If everybody will tell me what order you're descending down in, and we will put you here.
Are we quite literally descending further into Avernus?
You are quite literally descending further into hell.
Thought we were trying to get out of here.
this feels on brand, though. I'll be honest.
Yeah.
I'll go down first.
All right. You are able to climb down the rope without any trouble.
Yay!
So put yourself on the board.
We can't see anything. So
Yeah.
The very top middle of the black spot on the screen.
So just aim for the circles.
Yes, exactly
Yeah.
that.
So, DM, I don't see my character in player characters anymore.
You're dead.
For all your
Look for the. It says the goddess blighted. Oh no, sorry.
Yeah, where is the screwed tab? I think there's a.
It's so. Do you see player characters?
I do.
It's not. I don't see it. I don't see.
I
her
see.
either.
I see Silas Khan and.
How about
Zelmira.
that?
There
Oh,
we
you're
go.
back.
Now
There
I'm
you
a
are.
real.
That's
I'm a real boy. I'm a real dwarf. Yeah.
We'll work on that
Anybody
after
else
the show.
not? Can everybody else not see?
We'll work on it after the show, Sean.
Okay.
Well, that's the thing. Were we not supposed to be able to see anything that Jax was doing?
Correct.
Right.
That doesn't matter. So,
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
So down you descend.
The problem is that the stream can't see it, so I'll just pretend that I'm with you.
Yeah, this definitely looks like floor is lava, though.
It does, of course. but the floor is not lava.
Vilmira is very clearly like she's got like 1,000-yard stare.
So, Typhon, I see you moving over there. How did you get there?
Well, again, it was a little hard without being able to see what was going on, was going on.
So you all come down a rope in the middle of this room, and the sides are around you, set that at their widest are 15 feet, and they sort of come up to a bit of a roof. They come to a bit of a point up at the top, and then they come down. They taper a bit at the bottom to this hole in the bottom. 25 feet down from the top are the ledges going to the left and to the right. If you come down in the middle of the rope coming down, you're going to need some way to get to the ledges or some way to get onto the wall, if that is what you want.
So there are ledges here. What is this then?
That is the further bottom of the chamber.
Yeah, which is where
you want to keep
is
going
that just
down?
literally like a funnel going down?
Yes, pretty much.
Yeah.
Oh, so we can't actually be standing where we're standing as our icons.
Correct.
Oh.
You're all holding on to the rope in the middle.
Am I currently on the floor below then? I know obviously on my character.
Well, what if we climbed up and I had could Jax come up and then tie it to one side, the side he's on with a python, and then have the imp help do that and slide down at an angle?
Fortunately, Jax can no longer fly.
Oh, you said I still got a minute though, didn't you?
Yeah, and so we were gonna try and get
A minute is
down
10 times a long, long time.
That is true. All right,
not
so
wrong.
what is it you want to do exactly?
So if we think we're going to go this way, we could have Jax be here on this ledge and either finding a protrusion or using a python, which I'm hearing he has. The imp can help him by flying and doing whatever, tying the rope to that so we have a nice slack line
going to that way.
Kind of zip line down there.
Jax, if that is what you want,
yep, I can do
then
that.
I will say you can make an attempt to do that. This will be... Do you have... I don't know if mountaineering tools is going to be a tool that you have proficiency in. So just roll a strength check to see how well you were able to put in the python.
Can you have advantage from the help?
Well, I guess it's just a strength check. Yes, sure. The imp can hold it steady for you.
Just a strength check. I'm just checking if I've got a climber's kit, which I don't. I do have pitons and stuff, but
If you miss and hit my thumb, I get your soul.
what?
Do you have buttons in your...
I have pitons, yeah. But obviously I don't have like a... I don't know. I mean, would I have a... I have got a hammer. I've got a hammer and pitons, yeah.
Yeah, no, that...
Yes.
Hammer quietly.
Do it quietly. So, strength with advantage, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Use your brain. Yeah.
16.
All right, that is enough to secure the rope. You are all able to climb down the rope that is attached to the infernal machine above, moving over the pit below and into the chamber beyond. The passageway, I assume you're going this way. Away from the Bahir.
Yes.
Alrighty. Sure. So that's going to bring you towards this very narrow crevice.
Can I fit in that, Sean?
You could try.
I'll let them go first.
Can I fit in that, Sean?
I will... Are you going to climb down it? It looks like it's going to be a tight fit.
It's very sharp in there.
And as you are walking through here, you do see there's the stone, and around, sort of like affixed to the stone part of the wall, just like sheets and pieces of old metal, pitted, decaying.
How far down?
It looks like it goes down about 60 feet or so. No, wait, so you're 25, this is more like 75.
Mm-hmm. And then, Sean, so if Falcon were to move over to this ledge here and look down at the bottom of the pit here, is there a lip here at the bottom before the hole that drops into the next chamber? Or does it just sort of smooth out?
There is no
Okay.
lip.
Okay, so there's no ledge or anything at the bottom. All right. Well, talk between a rock and a small place. All right. Typhon, I not being, too. I don't know if we'll be able to fit down that crevice. Besides, Jack says it was a bit pointy. I think our best bet might be to have the imp fly up, untie the rope from the war machine. We secure it here and then lower ourselves down to the next chamber. Sort of walking ourselves down the side.
Makes sense.
Unless you want to try to squeeze. But Falcon gives a little ting, ting, ting. I'll make lots of noise.
Did Peter freeze? I think we lost a Peter.
He looks devastated.
I was going to say, it's a very long delay. And I was
My God, he has
thinking
condescended
really hard.
himself to death.
He's Avernus descended? What? There he is. There he is.
Yeah, that's the second time that's happened. That's fun.
Tonight, we'd like to give a shout out to our internet providers. Internet providers.
They are not our
There, buddy.
sponsors.
If you think you're in hell, just
We
try
are officially
using-
not sponsored by Charter Spectrum. I'll tell you that.
So, I'm hearing that you want to try and redo a thing?
Yeah.
So I wanted to ask first. I guess I'm just trying to gain more understanding that there's a different hole here that we can't see the bottom of.
Well, it's further than your dark vision goes.
Right. Okay. So can I again send Imp down all the way and see what's down there?
Absolutely. So you can know by talking to Jax that down there is the chamber below that Jax saw.
Right. Which
That's where we want to go,
Yes.
actually.
Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely.
So then we can.
Jax went this way. He went that way. He appeared at a long chamber at the bottom of this crevice. He went through, going further down, and then when he entered into the room below, he was able to look up and see the hole that you see.
Aha! Look at that. Look at that. That looks like a still. Well done.
Really well done.
Yeah. So then we can.
Still?
That's that cyborg part of my brain right there.
Yeah.
It's not animated. Of course it's still.
Ha 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 ha.
You-
So
Be
if we
daft.
reattach the rope, I'm just gonna shut up now because he had the idea that I just had. Now that I've heard the information about 10 minutes ago, so I'm just gonna listen to what the answer is.
Okay, great. So if you send your imp up to the war machine and have it untie the rope,
Right, he's gonna do that,
Yeah. Okay, good.
which is what I just thought of.
Big round things down there. They look like eggs, but they're not.
Jax, did you try to eat one of them?
No. I went and had a
Jack.
look, and my belly didn't rumble, so it definitely is not an egg.
All right. And then everyone else is on the ledge with us now. Yes.
Yes, I believe everybody has moved over to here.
Even though a bunch of them are just floating out in the middle of the pit. It's like, this is fine.
Time to repel.
Yay!
It's fine. I'm fine.
All right. So, rappelling down. Go for it.
Well,
I will need for this.
like-
I
Do we
will
need to
actually
knot
need-
it first, or
I will need
would that make it
I
easier?
will need athletics checks for this. Actually, no,
How about we knot it first,
Oh.
because then it requires no check, right?
Yeah,
Well-
Typhon is saying we need a knotty rope. So
Well,
we should
so I
start
mean,
that.
not necessarily rappelling down, but if we just literally secure it and then walk down the rope.
That's
Similar-
repelling. Isn't it?
Well, no, oh no, rappelling. Oh, see, rappelling to me is like jumping and like doing the little like hop me jump me stuff. But
We don't have to be stylish about it.
knotting the rope will help for certain things, but I am going to still require a roll.
Harumph. All right. Okay. So we secure the rope, knot it, and rappel down. All right then.
So, acrobatics check, please. Whoever's going first. Not athletics, acrobatics.
Know that?
No advantage or
Well, then.
anything like that, no?
I've got it. So that's going to be. Is acrobatics any different for you?
Me?
Persephone, yeah.
Very, yes.
So what is that going to be? Aha! So as you are going down, holding onto the ropes, the ground that you are going down is just crumbly, and it completely disintegrates under your feet as you're going. And so what you think is going to be actually a secure trip down on this rope hand over hand, there is no footing underneath you, as it just crumbles around, and what was sort of a sloping just falls down, creating a huge cloud of dust that comes up and then settles. It has a very blood scent to it as it settles onto the ground. But
snatch that up.
I was gonna say, get someone. Let's get out of here.
the acrobatics check is enough for you to not have to worry about falling off the rope. And now that she has shown that that is what is going on below here, you are all, instead of rappelling down, are going to be going hand over hand over hand over hand until you get to the bottom of this area that now has this large pile of rubble and just metal dust just all around it. And you are now at the very bottom of this chamber, looking down the hole into what you see below. I'm going to go ahead and move you all to the top, and just
So we don't all need to make the check?
well, with the rope being knotted, the rest of you do not need to make only the first person needed to make the check.
Well, that was very nice of Persephone to make that check for us.
Oh, was it Persephone?
A knotted rope, just to climb down a knotted rope does not require a check. Does not require a check.
Yeah, so the imp could have tied all the knots together, but that's fine. Yeah.
So
But
you all come down to here, and at the top of this area, there's sort of like a mound in the middle of rubble, and then a pit on either side. Got you taken care of, Liz. It's all good. And now you can see what Jax has described to you. This large chamber that has a passageway going, descending or ascending to the west, and also to the southwest, and also to the southeast. And these two large holes in the middle of this descending down. You look down them, and your dark vision ends before you can see where they go. And you gently alight at the top of this mound. Footing is very precarious. Who goes first?
DM, can I do a perception or investigation just to make sure that the floors and the walls and everything are indeed inanimate objects?
All right, but before you do that, I believe, Persephone, you said you were going first?
I wasn't trying to, but I accidentally rolled, and then I kind of did, so
Okay.
I'll
So that
just do it.
means you alight first, and as you're coming down here, it is obvious as you come down to the top of this that the footing on this is going to be precarious, that if you step wrong, there's going to be a little bit of a rock slide, and you could potentially fall into one of these two holes.
Awesome. What kind of roll would it be?
It would be depends on what you want to do. You've seen it. Your passive perception is enough for you to have seen that this is going to be a problem. So it's not like you're going to have to do a dexterity saving throw to avoid a natural trap. However, if you want to alight on it gently, it'll be a dexterity check or acrobatics check. If you want to try and jump to land someplace else, that's going to be an athletics check.
I'll do the acrobatic version, sort of the tiptoey.
All right, so very gently you set yourself down on top of this. Roll an acrobatics check, Stephanie. Ooh, 27. So you step down on the top, and there's just the slightest bit of shifting. You are able to see that if they step exactly where you stepped, then they are going to be able to come down and sort of move off of this mound at the top here without risking falling in.
Do I have enough room to like take like a silver piece out and put it where my foot was?
Yes, and I'm hearing a white noise from something.
It's probably Zelda. Ryan, mute yourself.
Oh.
She won't cry if you turn the shower on.
Love those tricks.
Yup.
He is a child of fire and
You've
water.
taken her out though. There's the shower, yeah.
Oh yeah, I mean she's in there, but but she won't cry, so she's fine, right?
I think that sounds reasonable. As someone who's not a parent, yeah.
Yeah, it's good parenting. Oh no!
For our viewers at home, who
She
have
won't
no
cry if you throw her in the pool.
Yeah, this is official disclaimer. This is humor.
Indeed.
This is humor.
It doesn't cry. It doesn't get the hose. Sorry.
This is humor.
None of this is real.
We love our Zelda.
Yes, she is not in the shower, even a little bit. So I do that. I'm like, you don't step anywhere but here, and I put a silver coin down.
All right.
Keep going.
One by one, you all come down. Now, you may make your investigation check, Silas.
I rolled a natural 1 on my investigation.
For a total of
Man.
1.
this chamber, although oddly shaped, and certainly not like any of you've ever been in. You've never been in a chamber that is both parts metal and rock rubble. But other than that, it seems to be inanimate.
Is Typhon anywhere near me, or will he be shortly?
I can be.
You all step down one at a time and alight at the bottom of this.
I lean towards Typhon and I say, something about this chamber bothers me, Typhon. Something about it seems wrong, even in Avernus. But it's obviously just rock, so we should move along.
May I look then? I have not made a check about the nature of the material.
All right. Make an investigation check.
I'm going to... I got my inspiration back, right? Yeah. I want to know. 23.
23. So, Typhon, you begin to look around. And you think, helmet on top, large space, 2 passages, smaller space at the bottom, going into a space below it with 2 long passages.
Oh, God.
You are
Lungs.
standing inside the
We're in the...
disintegrating armor of something enormous. And at around the time you make that realization, as Rim and Silas, and those of you who have large amounts of armor, move into the chamber, the round objects in the area begin to stir, and one by one, they open up,
they are eggs.
and long tails sort of come up and whip back and forth with long antennae sticking out from the front.
Oh,
and
shit.
And you see one of them reach out with the antennae and grab a chunk of metal, which turns into rust. And they begin to move towards you. And that is where we will end our session for this evening. Thank you all so much for joining us for our first time back in months. Hey! Before we say goodnight, we will roll one final give.